Exclusive Black Equalizer brightens dark scenes without overexposing bright areas. Use the S switch to quickly access the setting and switch between save modes.
Who are joining us on the ESL India Facebook page and the YouTube gaming channel of ESL India. Welcome once again to the second edition of the ESL India Premiership 2017. Now, like I mentioned to you guys, this time around we're going to have a revamp of the schedule because we have three main seasons to look forward to: summer, fall and winter. Right now we're going through with the summer season, and 3 games every day is what we promised to you during the stream, which you'll be seeing sitting at home, of the best teams. Now we have 3 games: Clash Royale, Dota 2 and Counter-Strike Global Offensive in succession. Now this time around, ESL India Premiership has been brought to you by HyperX, Omen by HP, Zowie by BenQ and organized by Nordwind Gaming. I am Vagish Godslayer Bhan and I will be taking you through each game as it happens. So moving on to the first game of the day, we have 2 names in Clash Royale. The first game, which is going to be streamed on these channels, and these 2 names are Prashant Pandey and Dippak Mehta. Now Prashant joins us all the way from Bangalore. He was a part of the top 4 in the Masters last year, whereas Dippak Mehta was a part of the top 8 in the Masters last year, and he's joining us from Chennai in this match of Clash Royale. Now yesterday, a quick recap, we had Mrinmoy Lakar, our champion from the Masters last year, lose out, and trust me, we've been told he's been sad about it and he's preparing himself to better his game. So quickly moving on into the first game of the day today, ladies and gentlemen, we have Clash Royale, Dippak Mehta and Prashant Pandey.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and gamers alike, welcome to day 2 of ESL India Premiership. And we're starting off today with some Clash Royale action. I am Manoj Supragola, which means Bagatella. So, Bagatella, tell me something about the players today.
So, well, we have Prashant that may be playing in the second match. Prashant has already played a game. He lost to Asoka 2-0, and he's probably ranked like very high in the Indian scene, and he has about 5,300 trophies there. So like it's his second game of the Premiership, and while Mehta is playing his first game here, he's the guy from Chennai. He was in the top 8 last season, and I talked to them a few minutes back, and they're pretty both darn excited to be here.
That's good. That's good. So, looks like it's a pretty standard golem deck. Like pump up the elixir, and push with your golem, support it with a lot of damage coming from the hill. Sorry about that. Let me fix that.
The miners as well. The golem is pushing down the left lane with the mega minion in tow. Prashant puts on the Inferno Tower. The golem gets distracted by the Inferno Tower.
So this is quite strange. I've never seen both a golem as well as a Packer in the same deck.
Where is he getting this elixir from, man?
I don't know.
Even without an elixir generator on the board, he's been generating that much elixir.
I mean, we are in the last minute now, I guess that helps. But still, that's a very heavy deck, don't you think?
quite a win, like 6, 8, 7. He probably, the other, like the other cards, kind of balance out. There's no, all the rest of the cards are 3, 4, and 3 and 2.
I don't know. I guess the average would be somewhere around 5, 5.5. So to the computers, many of the players have revealed their 10th card,
Yeah.
8th card, and they only have like 10 seconds left.
Oh, Mehta reveals his card, a zap.
Of course, it's right. Going into overtime, looks like Prashant has the lead in terms of tournament speed. Can he convert that into a win for round 1?
The poison spell is quite OP. Like both of the players have the poison spell. It can go in anybody's flavor.
So another attacker gets hit back by the log, but just shuts it off. But this Inferno Tower is another story.
I think Prashant has probably got this, but Mehta has the elixir advantage.
He did have the NCT, but he was on 10 elixir for a few seconds. He wasted all that.
That's it.
Yes. That minor man pops up anywhere on the map and gets you the match.
I won't let it die. I can feel you when you're not around. When the night gets cold, we won't be alone.
And we're back to game 2. Prashant versus Mehta. So let's use this lull in the beginning of the match, just for introducing our sponsors, telling them thank you. So we have Hybrex, we have Zoe by BenQ, and then we have our latest edition of Family.
Woman by HP.
They have quite a few good gaming laptops on there.
Their desktops are mean though, man.
Yeah. I've seen them in action, and they can handle virtual reality like a. I don't want to say the word. Okay, so Mehta hasn't changed his tech much, but looks like Prashant hasn't changed his tech either. This is a little disappointing, but
Now we'll see, like every game of Clash Royale is different. Even if you have different decks, maybe like two games are never the same.
yeah, true, that's true. But still, man, how does he manage to play both a bull and a Dippak?
And that too even without double elixir.
He hasn't even put on an elixir with that yet.
That's a strange part, man. His next card is an elixir generator. No, he already has it. Oh.
So what do you think Prashant's last card is now?
It's the same, right? Log.
Same log. So what exactly did Mehta change in his deck? It feels different, but I just can't pinpoint. Did he have the Mega Minion?
He had the Mega Minion, but I think he's added the minions to his deck. Yeah, he's added the minions.
So last 60 seconds is left. Double elixir.
Pretty much a repeat of the last game. Prashant had been dominating. He had an early lead and got a lot of his, like the tower almost down.
So
I'm
hopefully we can
surprised.
distract that Infernator with some of the minions. That would definitely guarantee the victory.
No, he still has a zap spell. A zap spell gives you the time you need. It distracts the Inferno Tower and
Okay. So the Peckers managed to survive, and that's strange. That's actually really strange. Like, I wonder why he waited until like 10 seconds left to pull this off. Like his tower is at very low HP. The might finish him off. Okay. So this is turning into a strange turn of events. Will Mehdi get round 2, or will the poison kill him first? Poison milk's gonna
yeah, obviously.
That's too bad for him.
Call this a game. Quick round, man.
Yes.
Didn't even go to overtime. Oh, just went 20 seconds. That's it. I was expecting a longer game though.
Well, yeah, me too. It's sort of disappointing, but yeah, it's GG. Well played.
You paint a picture in my mind. You wanna leave it all behind. In a world that's turning all the time, nothing could stop me longing for your eyes. I won't let it die. I can feel you when you're not around. When the night gets cold, I won't be alone. We won't be this lake of fire.
Prashant Pandey takes home the glory and the win 2-0 over Dippak Mehta. Now Prashant proceeds ahead in the rounds Congratulations, Prashant, first of all, and hard luck, Dippak. Maybe better luck next time. Remember that we have a second phase of registrations opening up today, so you can always register later for the second round. Moving on, ladies and gentlemen, once again, everybody who's joining us on their respective channels, that is the ESL India Facebook page and the YouTube gaming channel of ESL India, for the ESL India Premiership 2017 live stream of the best games here, happening every day for your benefit. 6:30 to 9 is what we promised you, to bring you the best of games with the best of teams. Now moving on, we just had a Clash Royale match between these two people I mentioned. Now we have Dota 2 in the offing. Two teams which have created ripples last year in the Masters. I'm talking about the Council from Bangladesh. Now for those who aren't aware, the Council came all the way from Bangladesh last year, placed 4th in the Masters with a huge fan following, which is now enabling them to participate again this year. And let me remind you, the last year they had a direct invite, and now we're going to have the Council face off against another international team. Yes, they are neighbors, Nepal. 3C4DA is the name of the team who placed 4th in the Masters last year. They have a roster change. They changed one player now in their current team lineup, and they hope to exceed expectations this time around. So, my best of luck to both of the teams. And let me remind you, this is the second edition of the ESL India Premiership 2017, brought to you by Zowie by BenQ, Omen by HP, HyperX, and organized by Nodwin Gaming. I'm Vagish Godslebhan, and I'll be taking you through these games one by one, bit by bit, game by game. So moving on to Dota 2 people, the Council and 3C4DA up about now.
We won't be alone.
Remake, and today we've got the Council from Bangladesh facing off versus 3 Cheers for Divine Ascension. Both teams that were there earlier on at the previous Masters. Game 2, Day 2 of the ESL India Premiership. It's been a great start so far. We saw Entity completely stomping over Stand-Up 5 yesterday. But both of these teams are rather closely matched. What I am curious about is the Council were one of those teams that ran dual lanes before it sort of became meta in 7.00, and I'm curious to see how they distribute their lanes now with the new patch. Opening up with the draft is the Magnus. Could possibly see something like the Ember, or maybe even the Juggernaut to follow it up, have that Empower, help him farm. For those of you who want a small recap on what Council are all about, at the Masters they picked a lot of Visage. They picked a lot of Chen. They had great success with these heroes. Closer, who was their offlaner on the Sand King, had a fair amount of success as well. And yeah, Animal, Deaths is their safe laner. We've got Jin and Len, the two brothers. Len did like to go to the mid lane a lot with his Skywrath Mage, and even managed to bully Crowley in one of those games, if I'm not mistaken. 3C48, they open up with the Abaddon. And yeah, I was talking about Len's Skywrath Mage. It's been banned out here, so respect ban. Nobody, first phase Skywrath Mage ban is not a thing here. So I'm just sure this is just a respect ban. And 3C48 pick up the Silencer so that in case the Magnus gets in, gets off an RP, there is no follow through coming out from the Council. There is also the chance that if they have a hard initiator, they can initiate and pop the global right after that. But right now in the offlane, it seems to be an Abaddon, and well, he just runs at you pretty much, and results in very scattered team fights actually, which could be a problem for this Magnus. So I'm not expecting any 5-man RPs here. A 2-man RP is good, will seal the deal. Two-man RP on 2 important heroes should be sufficient here for the council. Second pick. Well, it's not clear if this is a mid Magnus or a Magnus that might head to the offlane. IG do run him a lot in the offlane, but it's all a matter of personal preference. And as we see the next couple of picks, we'll get a better idea of which direction they're heading in with this draft. The Axe Band also, if I'm not mistaken, it is one of Closer's go-to offlaners after the Sand King. And if perchance there is a melee core that Closer have to face off against, would have to face off against, the Sand King would make a lot of sense with the Caustic Finale. Second pick, still taking their time here, the council. I personally imagine 5 wise men sitting around the table having a discussion over the second pick. That's what their name seems to lend them to. And yeah, I mean, I asked them this at Delhi also, why this name? And they were like, dude, even we don't know why we chose that name. We were just, it makes no sense, but we just went with it. And it's going to be the Juggernaut. Does synergize well with the Magnus. It is something that they have done a lot in the safe lane. I remember asking for around one of the players as well around the previous Masters, and he was like, I think the previous Masters was exactly when 7.00 came out. And as the Masters concluded, 7.00 came out the next day, and we were all looking at talent trees for the first time. We didn't know how to react. We didn't know if it was a good thing or a bad thing. But all that this man asked for was, please buff Juggernaut. His Arcana's coming up. I don't know. Apparently, there's some kind of logic that when a new cosmetic comes out, the hero gets buffed as well. And yeah, he badly wanted Juggernaut to get buffed. But yeah, he's getting his Juggernaut either way. Next man coming out from the council is the Lina. And I am not sure why the TA is the response ban. Possibly. What would be hell? I mean, TA can make life miserable for a lot of heroes in the mid lane. Shadow Fiend comes to mind because he can always pop Refraction and deal with those raises. What else? Puck doesn't have a particularly fun time. I mean, in theory, the Templar Assassin should be able to dodge anything coming out from the Puck with a well-timed Refraction, as long as she keeps her cooldowns in mind. This is some targeted hardcore bans for the mid lane. I'm really curious to see what they pick up. There's no reason to ban a Viper unless you're going with something in the mid lane that really struggles as is. And possibly 3C40A have given away too much of the draft. My guess is that they're looking up for the Shadow Fiend themselves. So Council might end up banning the Shadow Fiend, but instead it's a Lycan ban. He's had great success in the cave measure, and we'll be having more as time progresses. Howl, generally a good tool to help take down towers and objectives across the map. Next pick for 3C48, they've got an offlaner, they've got support as well. I'm assuming this is support silencer. They could run a core silencer, but I'm not a fan of that. Hopefully the next pick will tell us all.
Reserve time.
A lot of council fans on chat. Thanks for tuning in. They did have a fair amount of success with a couple of tournaments that they've been playing in Bangladesh as well. I keep saying updates, keep seeing updates on their Facebook every now and then. Anyway, the next pick is the Earth Spirit, a good roaming support, offers a lot when it comes to team fight. Doesn't have the most amazing talents. I mean, you hit level 10, which is such a difficulty if you're a roaming support. And then you have to pick between +4 armor or +10 intelligence, which is utter trite in my opinion.
Reserve time.
Council, well, the good roaming supports are sort of banned and picked, namely the Monkey King or the Earth Spirit. They could do something like the Train, but that lends a lot of melee team fight to the Council, and it would be a great game for an Enigma. And Enigma plus Silencer. Well, the space doesn't exist right now for 3C48 to pick up an Enigma, but theoretically, it could work.
5 seconds remaining.
Council, okay, they go with the Disruptor.
Radiant teams.
Even more team fights. Static Storm, absolute pain to deal with, especially when it's dropped right on top of an RP. And I can see those heroes from the side of 3C48 just melt in all that team fight coming out from the Council. But they've got that Silencer. And he's going to be key. Of course, the global silence cooldown is ridiculous. It is
5 seconds
130 seconds. And yeah, the Council will just have to keep that in mind and plan their team fights around that. While RP's cooldown is 120 seconds. So team fights, well, it's all going to boil down to presence of mind and positioning here. Also, Glimpse and Thunderstrike, solid tools in zoning out the offlaner, could make it possible to kill off the Abaddon if they do wish, who's probably heading to the offlane. Fun fact, we didn't see an Earth Spirit in entire season 1 of the Premiership. I mean, we saw it only at the very end where Evil Ash picked it up, but an entire season of Indian Dota went without any Earth Spirit. And I'm glad to see this hero coming back. He's got a stun, he's got a silence. The only problem is, I think a couple of patches ago, the speed of the Geomagnetic Grip, Remnant Pull, as well as the Boulder Smash were really slowed down. So it's much easier to dodge and maneuver around if in case somebody does land a Boulder Smash. And yeah, this last pick coming out from 3C40A explains the TA and the Viper ban. They want the puck and they don't want puck to have a hard time in the mid lane. It's as simple as that. Now this means Council, well, they're missing another support. What's there? What's available? Oh my god, curveball thrown.
Team's turn to ban.
I didn't see this coming at all. And what I'm more curious about is how they're going to lane this. I presume it's Juggernaut going to the safe lane, Meepo going to the mid lane, Magnus to the off lane. Okay, so it's an off lane Magnus, I guess.
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
He will certainly benefit from the Empower. I'm not sure if you cast Empower 1 Meepo. I don't think it casts on all of them. But yeah, last man coming up from 3C40A is the Slaughter. Closer does pick that hero a good amount. And what do 3C40A end up picking the deals well with the Meepo? You could do safe lane Sven. That comes to mind. Safe lane Sven is
Dire team's turn to pick.
really one of these answers to the Meepo. But the Council ban out Slug. They're not too worried about the Sven themselves. And last pick on the board for the Council should be a support. They did pick a lot of Visage last season.
Seconds remaining.
They could do Chen if they want to support that as a... Okay, I just give up now. I call the last pick, which was Sven, and I'm going to pat myself on the back for that. But I don't see how the Klings fits into the roster. So what is it? Okay, hold on. It is a mid Klings, a support / jungling Meepo. Yeah, a support disruptor who's the captain animal. Closer going to the safe lane. What? Closer going to the off lane and that's going to the safe lane. Yeah, is the safe lane player. Okay. That's my read of their draft. While 3C40A pretty standard.
Seconds remaining.
You got the two supports of the Silence and the Earth Spirit. Puck going to the mid lane, Sven going to the safe lane, Abaddon going to the off lane. So I'm calling this as a jungle Meepo who's going to move aggressively into the enemy jungle. Council have always been unconventional. He is starting out with the Iron Talent, so I do foresee him going to the jungle. Mid lane, we've got wards being dropped down already. Okay. I mean, both supports posturing in the mid lane, looking for that ward. Yeah, so it's Deaths on the Magnus going to the offlane. I think they've switched up roles here, if I'm not mistaken. Len was the mid lane player earlier on, at least, and yeah, Jin is the support player, the brother of Len. They play a lot of Chen, has got those micro skills at the ready. So we're going to see an odd Meepo game here. He's fake pumping the poof, but that's not going to amount to much. Anyways, we have some time. I'm going to run through lineups here really quickly. On the side of 3C40A, we've got Earth Spirit being played by ZCXV. Thank you for making my life difficult. Miku playing the Sven, Itachi on the Silencer, Niga Swang Penga on the Puck, and Sirio Ernesto on the Abaddon. On the other side of the river, we've got Animal, the captain of the council, playing the Disruptor, Meepo being played by Jin, Deaths playing the Magnus, Klings being played by Len, and that leaves us with Closer on the Juggernaut. So Closer is going to the safe lane here, and all of last season he played in the off lane. I think there have been a couple of changes within the council internally. It was Deaths earlier who was going to the safe lane, and now he's taken on the role of the off laner here. Very quickly in terms of early vision, we've got one Radiant Wards cutting out rotations coming from here. Also giving a bit of vision up high ground. And yeah, Earth Spirit already posturing himself around the mid lane. Meepo heads into the jungle with the Iron Talent, probably trying to... It's a rather greedy lineup coming out from the council. Anyways, we've got the roll in coming out from ZCXV. A couple of auto attacks will not do the trick. The Klings is fine. There's a kinetic field. Somewhere the courier was sniped. It was a Puck who rotated around, got the courier, and now Len is on the run. The orb, will it connect? Len dodges it barely. He's not got skeleton walk. Will end up falling, and they're looking for more.
Fascinating substance.
But I think Animal should be fine here. First blood, kill straight away onto the Klings. It is rather demotivating to see that happen straight away as a mid laner. In terms of lanes, I think Abaddon should be fine. He should be getting a good amount of farm. He's just facing off versus a Juggernaut at the moment. Animal, once he rotates, well, he's learned up kinetic field. There's not much he can do here. He can't really trade it. He can't bring him down. At the most, he can hope that he locks him in the kinetic field and a Blade Fury follows up. But it's pushing it too far. Starts off with the pull, keeping the equilibrium maintained. In terms of CS, we've got Sven leading the charts here at 8 CS. Puck not doing too bad self at 8 CS as well. While we've got Meepo at 7 CS. Understandable considering that he went to the jungle. Len in the mid lane not having the most fun time, trying to use his searing arrows to get as many last hits as possible. And Puck can do this time and time again to dodge the searing arrows. Just use the phase shift and get out of that. Animal, well, he's not spending much of his time supporting the safe laner here. Well, this is my problem with Council's draft. And they're really hoping that the greed goes unpunished. Meepo is pretty much going to be AFK for the first 8 minutes or so. Earth Spirit is going to be pressuring the mid lane, which means that you either hope that the Clinch doesn't die in the mid lane, or you force the Disruptor to hang around the mid lane. Ooh, that... nobody saw that, Earth Spirit. Anyways, the point is with Earth Spirit constantly around the mid lane, you either rotate Disruptor there, or you just let the Klink suffer in a really difficult lane. And if you do rotate the Disruptor, Abaddon has a much better time just by himself. He can very confidently lane against the Juggernaut, so he shouldn't have too much difficulty. He's not doing too bad in terms of CS, just 6 CS behind the Juggernaut. But Earth Spirit, if he lands another rolling boulder, followed up by a boulder smash, there should be a kill onto the Klings here. So Len has to be on his toes. He's got a ward on his side of the cliff. So I'm not sure if this is Okay, it does start out this part as well. Yeah, D-Ward here would really mean a lot for 3C40A if they do get it up. For folks asking game 1 who won, this is game 1, it's not a best of 3. And that's his moved into the jungle, leveled up in power, helps him jungle faster. Has he got anything flying up? It looks like an Iron Talon. So in terms of items or timings when the council start to peak is clearly Magnus and his Blink Dagger. The lanes aren't going so well. Abaddon is getting more of his lane than the Magnus. Okay, we've got a rolling boulder coming in. The dust is there. The boulder smash as well. Silencer rotates to the mid lane. There was a time where Council was one of those teams that rotated fast and soon before anybody could even expect it. But this time, they're the victims of aggression. Ernesto drops the Apotic Shield.
Someone better help Dire's middle tower.
Yeah, there's not much the Disruptor can do really. And Meepo is moving to the top lane. Jin, has he got Earthbind just yet? Not yet. But they've got the Kinetic Field, Blade Fury as well. Ernesto throws the Apotic Shield on himself, but will end up falling. It's Closer who scores the kill. Much needed recovery there for the Council in this early game. Yeah, so I was saying that the Council start to peak once Magnus gets his Blink. That's the next timing they should be waiting for. Because the lanes aren't really going that well. I mean, Klings is starting to catch up, but he's died twice already. And it looks like Earth Spirit wants to prep for Moya around the mid lane. He rolls in. Absolutely misplaced the roll there, but the Boulder Smash is there as well. They have one attack. They don't need one more. It's ZCXV who gets the kill. Animal rotates to the mid lane, but what's he going to do really? Yeah, Sven really pulling ahead in terms of individual net worth. Puck coming in a close second. Juggernaut is the only one who's keeping pace with the course of 3C40A. And this early game, well, I don't want to say the Council are made for the early game really. They really peak at the mid game once the Magnus gets his Blink. Once Klings probably has an Odd Kid or a Desolator or even a Medallion into Solar Crush, which is what I've seen a lot of Klingses go for these days. I think the Council need to realize that at the moment that draft isn't in their favor. They just need to wait it out, wait for Magnus to get his items, and then make plays. Magnus is jungling all by himself, abusing the fact that in 7.00 you do not lose sal regeneration if neutrals or creeps hit you. But yeah, it's going to be a while before he gets his Blink. We're 7 minutes into the game. He's got his boots and his Iron Talon. He can make a play without the Blink. An RP just by itself could be enough. But we have to wait and see if 3C40 have that at a position. Abaddon building into the Basilius mid lane. You've got a Boulder Smash. You've got the Coil as well. And it looks like this should be a kill. Nigga Swanga Penga gets the kill. It's the third death for Len in the mid lane. Council really looking out of sorts. I have not seen them fall time and time again to the same trick. And immediately 3C40A pop a smoke. They're rotating to the mid lane. They want the Juggernaut. It is on their minds. They haven't got the Dream Coil to work with. The smoke does break. They walk into Animal there. And well, he's now an endangered animal, I'd like to say. The Boulder Smash and the Rolling Boulder both miss. The Orb is there. Johnson forward. And I think with the Arcane Curse, he should be ticked down. It's actually Sirio Ernesto or the Abaddon who walks in with the missed call. Immediate retreat to the shrine, and it's almost like nothing happened.
Radiant's middle tower could use some help.
ZCXV, I mean, he's missed a lot of his kill shots, but he's had great success rotating around the map, and good stuff coming out from him. Even a Boulder Smash just by itself is more than enough. Meanwhile, top lane, Closer popped the Omni Slash, got a solo kill on the Abaddon, who is not yet level 6. I mean, he was having a fair time in the top lane. He was getting CS. I'm not sure if he fell off in terms of levels. Speaking of levels, how's everybody doing in terms of levels? Disruptor really under leveled at level 4. I'm going to hold on to that mid lane. The rolling boulder misses again, but the boulder smash won. We've got the arcane curse and the orb. It should be a kill. Last word for good measure as well. And 3C40A, they are stomping over the Clinks in the mid lane. Len has to probably pick up something like a boots, maybe complete his soldering and look for rotations across the map. Yeah, so I think you look at levels. I mean, Disruptor is catching up to Abaddon, not doing too bad. Will hopefully get his level 6 quickly so the static storm can come into play. How's the Magnus doing? He's had a rather quiet time, and I say that, but there's a rolling boulder. Boulder smash as well. Gets the RP, hits on a 2 with the arcane curse on him as Stuart up for good measure. But Miku gets the kill. Jin is rotating to the soft lane. The Earth Spirit dies to a couple of auto attacks coming out from the tower. Stormhammer on to closer on the Juggernaut. We've got the Earthbind. It holds Miku in place. Another one for good measure. But look at that cleave. Jin is dropping low. But he will get the kill onto the Sven. And it looks like Itachi Uchiha will retreat for the time being. So a 1-for-1 exchange. I'm not sure if 3C40A wanted to lose a Sven for just a Magnus in exchange. But yeah, that's what it looks like right now. They didn't get the tower that they were looking for either, and now closer on the Magnus is rotated to the top lane. He's got his arcane boots, and this should help him farm a bit quicker. He's not maxed out Shockwave, he's maxed out Empower, so yeah, a couple of more levels, but it's going to be a good 3 to 4 minutes before Magnus jumps into the game with a couple of big RPs, if we do see any, however. Habitin, who started off really fine, has slowed down. And he's just starting to catch up just now.
Dire's bottom tower needs some help.
What's Meepo looking at? Okay, he's got the Dragon Lance, he's got those stats, he's queued up a second Dragon Lance as well. And yeah, I mean, the one saving hope here for the council is that the Meepo is getting his farm, and this could be their way back into the game. Sure, 3C40 have a lot to deal with the Meepo. They've got the Sven, they've got the Earth Spirit, they've got the Coil coming out from the Puck. But yeah, I mean, Meepo is absolutely unpredictable. 1 minute he's a quiet rat poofing away in the jungle, and very soon he's coming out 3-4 Dragon Lances, a Blink Dagger, maybe even a Hex. His farm is ridiculous at times, and I think the council will be hoping for them to really hit their timings along with the Meepo. Anyways, right now 3C48, they're grouping around the Dire Shrine. They have taken down the tower, so they did get the objective they were looking for. The net worth, well, despite all the kills that 3C48 got, they did end up losing their advantage over time. And Council, they did have a bit of a lead, but it's going back in favor of 3C48. What's EXP looking like? Okay, the Council really pulling ahead in terms of EXP, and a lot of this has to do with the Meepo. Just farms ridiculously fast and gains a whole lot of EXP that you cannot even begin to compete with. Speaking of competing with all of that EXP, they have got 1 stack, so Sven can power farm a little bit, but that's about it for the time being. Anyways, CD Honesto is back in the game. You're all good to go.
Radiant's top tower.
We've got TPs coming into the top lane. It's a smoked Earth Spirit. Yeah, he is building towards an urn, makes sense. Does help take down heroes with the help of Magnetize. Mid lane, Kling's trying to recover. Last word, Arcane Curse. He's being pushed away from the lane. It's not doing too much damage. But Yeah, enough to just be a pesky nuisance. Anyway, we've got TPs coming out from the Meepo to the bot lane. We've got a global silence. They did catch deaths on the Magnus. Another silence in the form of the geomagnetic grip. And with the missed coil, they do score that kill. 3C40A moving from kill to kill, objective to objective. And maybe, just maybe, this looks like their takedown of the safe lane tower, the dire safe lane tower. ZCXV, he's almost got that earn completed. He's not yet level 6, however. And in the bot lane, Sven got out of position. Jin coming into play here. Arcane Curse onto the Meepo. Immediately, border time has been popped. Jin, he's been caught out of position here. The last word is there, but here comes his brother Len. And with a couple of searing arrows, should score an easy kill. And they're looking for more. Oneshwar doesn't have border time. He's trying to get out of there. Can Jin learn and land an Earthbind? He throws it out. It will miss. The courier flies in the middle of all of this. We've got the Veil of Discord coming out from the puck. Does jaunt aggressively. Does get the kill. Dominating streak for the puck here. And 3C40A, some recovery there. Not sure what Sven was doing all by himself. Caught out there. He's got his armlet complete. Seems to be building into the Sanjan Yasha. And yeah, I mean, the meme coming out from the Sanj is being buffed surely but surely. Surely over time. And yeah, the stats are good all around. So, makes sense. He doesn't need a BKB that bad, but wouldn't be too shabby either. Seeing a lot of Svens go for the Mask of Madness nowadays, I mean, the KM Major has seen even a Juggernaut go for the Mask of Madness, even a Medusa go for one. So Sven could definitely benefit from it. I mean, he's the perfect hero for a Mask of Madness. Walkrai gives him added armor. He pops the Walkrai, pops the God Strength. And I mean, you're not really looking to land multiple Storm Hammers in the midst of one fight. And the bonus attack speed is always good. So he is one of those heroes that definitely does have synergy with the reworked Mask of Madness. Will be interesting to see if he ends up going for it though. And ZCXV, they do not see the Clinks. But the Clinks are them, if I'm not mistaken, and TP's to the bot lane where Magnus has got the RP at the ready. Should he use it? For those of you just tuning in, this is the ESL India Premiership. This is the Masters League. We've got the Council from Bangladesh and 3C40A from Nepal, if I'm not mistaken, facing off. It is a best of one. After this, we will have some CS, so do not go anywhere. Utachi Ichiya, there is the skewer. They score the kill. They're looking for more. Honesto's got the border time. The RPs, they're holding him in place. They're just healing him up, but they don't care. Here comes the puck. Dream Coil, Veil of Discord. Is it enough though? They're focusing the Clings. Boulder Smash, clips onto two. They get the kill. ZCXV rolls off to the side, gets Animal, but is immediately glimpsed back. But you can't glimpse back the puck, but you can turn it out with the Static Storm. And this looks like a kill for the Disruptor. The Fairy Fire was spot from the puck. Dodges his own teammate's missed coil, but ends up getting the kill. 3 die from the side of the Council. And 3C48, they'll take that trade any day. All this is just space and space for the Sven, who's now got his Yasha complete and is building into that Sanjan Yasha. With the Walkrai, he's pushing down the mid lane, TP rotations are coming in. And this is where the Council are at a disadvantage. Deaths hasn't yet got his Blink Dagger, hasn't got his RP either. And a lot of it rests on Jin on the Meepo. I mean, sure, he's throwing out those nets, but really, what did they accomplish? Earth Spirit rolls in aggressively. 2-man cake, magnetized, geomagnetic grip, it's huge! Miku gets the tower, scores a kill, and almost scores another. It's ZCXV who brings down the Meepo, while Closer does end up bringing down Sven. ZCXV on the run. Elsewhere, I hear the Clings at work. Did manage to pick up the silence and then moved on to the Abaddon. This was without an RP, mind you. Here comes the Buck 3-man coil. Mish coil on top of that does get the kill on the Closer, dominating streak to an end. While Death gets the kill onto the Abaddon with that shockwave. And it looks like they will retreat for the time being. At the end of it all, it's a 4-for-2 exchange. Council win their first big team fight. And all that without an RP. RP just coming off cooldown now. And maybe that's... Well, he could consider smoking up with his team and looking for a gank on the basis of that RP. Maybe he just waits out for his Blink Dagger. Council slowly inching back into this game here in terms of net worth and EXP as well.
a prize.
Despite the beautiful start that the Earth Spirit had in that fight, I mean, two-man kick, geomagnetic grip, magnetized for good measure. It was something, but they didn't get anything beyond that, and Puck just wasn't there. Oh, the council, they smoke and they move into the Rosh pit. Okay, I think they did have vision spotting out the Earth Spirit. So it's going to be a Rosh early on with the Meepo. Do not see this too often, but with the right amount of micro and just a couple of poofs, it should be doable. Have they got a shrine in the ready? No, not yet. While 3C48 have no idea what is going on. Ooh, Nigu, if you just walk by the Rosh pit now. Len hanging around the Radiant Shrine, getting some much needed vision. Jin really low, and no contest coming out from 3C48. So they've got the global now, while Magnus has his RP as well. He's got the Blink Dagger flying out to him. This is where Council probably try and look for a pick off if possible. On the back of this RP, are they grouping up for a smoke now?
Structures have been snow fortified.
Well, it looks like it's going to be a trade here, while Juggernaut and company get the Radiant Safe Flame Tower. 3C48 will do the same. Anyways, top lane, we've got the Puck jumping in with the coil, Waning Rift as well. Jin does poof in the other Meepos. Global Silence with Geomagnetic Grip, not used perfectly, but nonetheless they are controlling the Meepo. Magnus comes in, he's got the skewer, he's looking for the kill. Mist Coil keeps the Earth Spirit alive. Elsewhere, Len on the Klings does end up falling. They're looking for this Earth Spirit, they should get this Earth Spirit. It's a Klings for an Earth Spirit, and I do think that 3C40 will take that anytime. Puck jumps in with the Veil, off for good measure. Mist Coil coming out from the Abaddon, they're looking for more, they will get the kill. And Miko just keeping the hell out of there, moving to the bot lane. He's got the stun, he's not walked into a static stun just yet, but he's been glimpsed all the way back to the top lane, and it looks like the Council could pressure for more. Animal moves into the trees, he's trying to TP out of there, will get out of there in time. So 2 kills going the way of 3C40A, while they did lose the safe lane tower and get 1 in exchange. Closer has completed the Manta style, is building into the defusal. He's been doing fine, not heavily involved in team fights, but yeah, I mean, he's been farming away. He's sitting at a score of 4-1 and 3, which isn't too bad in 19 to 20 minutes, and he's been doing his job. What's the Meepo looking like in terms of items? Okay, he's got the blink complete. So Silencer has to really watch his positioning in team fights. He's got the 4 staff, some extent of maneuverability, but yeah. Okay, the Council want to group up now. That has got the blink and the RP should he choose to use it. Closer's got a double damage rune, and he's been buffed up with the Empower. There isn't really a tower to take down in the mid lane, but they're just marching down mid because they don't know what to do. Okay, they've got Roshan, so this is their opportunity to take fights if nothing else, and one big team fight could mean a couple of Autotars. Lens scouting them out, no sentries just yet. There was a sentry that was dropped. They see the Earth Spirit. Boulder Smash will clip onto the Len. There is a Global Silence magnetized falling onto the Meepo. They do get the kill on Len. They bring down the Aegis as well, but there's the Static Storm with the Omni Slash. The RP hits no one and he pulls them out of the Static Storm. That was a disaster coming out from the Council. At the end of it all, Closer ends up falling. Meepo will fall as well, and Puck is not done. He brings down the Disruptor and brings down the Magnus. That was a disaster of an RP coming out from the Council. And 3C40A say thank you very much, sir. We shall now walk down mid lane. With the urn, with the heal coming out from the Abaddon, Vladimir's offering to help with the aura. This should be a tier 2 at the very least. The top lane isn't really pushing in favor of 3C40A, but one tier 2 at the very least. And they do know that they haven't got RP to work with, and this is the problem with the Council draft. They're too dependent on heavy cooldowns, while the Earth Spirit and the Sven and the Puck can just keep fighting time and time again.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
But good discipline Dota coming out from 3C40, and they get the tower, they back out of there. And it looks like they want to push across the top tower. Not seeing what this jungle Meepo aims to accomplish. I mean, it's always neat to pick a Meepo. It's style points for sure, but I haven't seen beyond that. Anyways, mid lane, speaking of style points, they've gone in onto the Flings. They've got the Dagon, and there should be a kill going the way of Puck. Elsewhere, I did hear a Storm Hammer. It's on Jin on the Meepo. He's trying to micro himself out of there. He's got those nets. He's trying to poof away, but here comes Puck with the Waning Rift. Will hold him in place. Will get the kill. It's actually Miku who gets the kill. And 3C48 just stomping all across the council. Death's in the middle of the skewer. Caught with a Storm Hammer. There is a kinetic field, but it's not going to save him. Miku dominating with a double kill. And 3C48 hoping to push another lane to the fullest. While, Sirio Nesto is trying to push out the top lane himself. Looks like he's building into the Acceptor. Makes sense for this kind of a game for sure. With the RP, with the Omni slash Porter time in just after the RP would be beautiful. Council really looking out of sorts here. I mean, they played with such beautiful coordination in the earlier edition of the Masters, but yeah, this time it's just looking a bit off. Somebody is saying please stream with normal map. I mean, I'm in game and with the normal map. Not sure if this is something on the production side of things, but we will definitely look into that and get it fixed next time onwards. But now having that Dagon to go with the Whale, even more damage, quick burst damage to deal out, making life really miserable for the Klings here. Speaking of which, the Klings, well, he's got the Solar Crush completed, cheap damage if anything, also does help them siege. Do they ever, yeah, I mean, if they do ever siege, that is. You can just throw the Solar Crush on the Juggernaut, and within Healing Ward, it's going to be hard to bring him down.
Coin for me.
Illusion.
Yeah, this Klings pick really hasn't had much success. He hasn't got the pickoffs he's been looking for. I mean, he's building into his diffusal, which is good. But he's not had much of an impact. In terms of score, 3 kills, 9 deaths, 2 assists. Not the best game. I mean, it's just one of those off days that Len is having, I guess. Well, it looks like the next objective for 3C48 is Roshan, who should be respawning shortly. And probably after that, high ground is on the cards here for 3C48. It would be highly valuable if the council managed to get a pick off before that happened. But yeah, 3C48, they've been moving so beautifully, not getting caught out of position. And look at this Sven, he's an absolute beast now. He's got the BKB and the Blink completed. 25 minutes in, that's a lot of farm on a Sven. I mean, the Juggernaut can bring him down with the Diffusal and the Manta, but it's going to take a while. 3C48 hunting for a pickup. And it looks like it's going to be Len once again who breaks the smoke. They do not know where he is. They pop the dust a second too late. And Len escapes.
Radiant's top tower is under
From the
attack.
tempest of battle.
Top lane, Miko jumps in aggressively. Storm Hammer, Animal got out of position once more. Brought down. Everything is going wrong for the council here. It's a 6,000 net worth lead in the favor of 3C48. It's not huge, but it is certainly something. And now it looks like 3C48 will move into the Rosh pit. Roshan not up for a minute or so. Bot lane, Len doing his best with the double damage rune. He's trying to take down the building. But here comes the Earth Spirit. He's not got detection. Not sure what he was thinking about. And it looks like Klings will retreat for the time being. Picks up the bounty rune even. Sneaky little fellow Len. Building closer and closer towards the diffusal. Will certainly help deal with the Earth Spirit, who's got a Ghost Scepter completed now even. And what's the Meepo got in terms of items? Okay, it looks like he's queued up the Side of Vice as well as the Shadow Blade. Scan coming out from the Radiant did clip on Animal here. Both teams know that Roshan is on the cards and Animal preparing with some wards. Ooh, Roshan. Okay, hold on. I heard an RP. It did clip onto the puck. They got that kill. It was a godlike streak being put to an end there. Elsewhere, Sven looking for more. But it looks like 3C48 will retreat. But the glimpse brings back the Abaddon and he's being chopped down. He pops the border time. And it looks like the council will retreat. You've got the Solar Crush as well as the Diffusal onto Miko. Miko being kited, pops the BKB but only runs. Boulder Smash clips onto the Disruptor and elsewhere they've controlled this Abaddon, then bought him down. And it looks like the council could consider Roshan, excuse me. Boulder Smash will clip onto Death's there, who blinked in aggressively looking for the skewer. Len, he's got the last word on him. And well, it looks like the council are doing a quick takedown of Roshan, fighting their way back into the game. Closer did manage to pick up the Aegis though. And Earth Spirit not diving deep for that one.
I'll take that as tribute.
Magnus has completed his blink and his Force Staff. Not doing too bad. I don't know what you're talking about. I haven't selected on Sven. It is some bug that you're seeing. It is some camera control bug. I'm really sorry. Okay, so Len has completed his diffusal to go along with that Solar Crash. That does certainly help in kiting Miko on the Sven. But yeah, could also help bringing down the Earth Spirit like I talked about earlier. Silencer, well, he's got that Force Staff show, so he should be fine if need be.
Radiant's bottom tower's got problems.
Okay, Len taking this tower.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
And yeah, 3C48, they've been rather quiet for a while. They haven't got the pickoffs that they were looking for. Silencer, well, he hasn't progressed too much in terms of items. Niku seems to be building into the assault. Not too bad.
Double damage.
Animals had a really rough game, I mean, but he is the hard five of the council. I've seen him really play a huge sacrificial role for his team, just holding off his items, warding whenever he can. And what's he got in terms of talents? Plus 60 gold per minute? Yeah, makes sense. The 100 cast range, I don't think it's that much value. You do need the gold per minute talent if you're the only one warding all the time. Bot lane, it looks like we had a small fight breakout, and it looks like the council are pushing high ground here. 3C48 did not see this coming. Have they got TPs? Here come the TP reactions. One comes out from the Silencer, who cancels this TP immediately. It's just abandoned for the time being. Maybe Magnus could look to blink in and skewer someone out. It is a possibility here, but Puck and Sven are joining the Abaddon soon enough. Len now moving across the jungle on the hunt for pickoffs, is going to TP out of here. Top lane, Jin looking for a pickoff of his own, jumps in aggressively. Earth Spirit got in the net, turns around with a boulder smash. Elsewhere, Meepo did manage to bring down the Disruptor. You've got to magnetize and a global silence onto Meepo there. And they do bring him down with the Dagon. That's on the Magnus, not committing that RP just yet. Empower onto Len. Meepo jumps in, he's got vision, throws out the Stormhammer, 4-star from the Magnus. But Magnus yielded up into the air, forced to skewer out of there. Last word on him. He's not going to be brought down just yet. He's got the blink, will manage to blink out of there. And Len disengages as well. So the Council lose 2 and they get an Earth Spirit in return. That's about it.
Might just for more.
A prize. Regeneration.
Okay, so all that remains now in terms of objectives for 3C40A is his last outer tower. But it looks like Deaths with that Shadow Blade is making a play, looking for that RP. The smoke was popped. Deaths, does he have vision? Is his positioning on point? We will find out soon enough. Animal was moving aggressively. And it looks like Deaths will just retreat for the time being. Len coming in close there. Okay, it's Animal who starts things out, but he will be brought down really soon with a missed call. They've got an RP, but it's on a neutral creep. He does queue up, added up to the high ground. This has been an absolutely off game for Deaths there. Elsewhere, Miku making quick work of the Disruptor, and they're searching for more. They see Len, they've got the dust onto him. Miku doesn't have mana for the Stormhammer, does have it now, but he's out of vision. Jin, is he considering re-engaging here? Sirio Anesto on the Abaddon, being kited by 2 players of the Council. He is alive, but not for long. Here comes the Juggernaut, there's the Omi Slash, and he brings him down. Len still scouting for more. The Council trying to scatter 3C40 and fight them and bring them down in bits and pieces. And at the end of it all, they do manage to pick up the Silencer and the Abaddon, losing only the Disruptor. I'm surprised to see any team do so well despite missing so many RPs. I mean, those have been absolutely whiffed RPs. He RP'd a couple of neutrals out here, and that was it. Okay, let's take a look at talents. What's Magnus got in terms of talents? He's got 15% spell amplification. Makes sense considering he's not going for a damage build and more a utility slash positioning, initiating off lane build. He's gone for the 90 gold per minute, which is good, I guess. Does help you get closer and closer to that refresher up if need be. Len, in terms of talents, he's got plus 10 intelligence and plus 30 searing arrows damage. The plus 10 magic resistance is tempting considering that you got a Bale and a Dagon coming out from the puck, but yeah. He's got the Side of Wise completed, he's got the Sheep Stick to work with, he's looking for pickoffs here. I think it's time 3C48 just pick up a gem. Yeah, considering that the Magnus has a Shadow Blade of his own, a gem would do good for the Council here.
Tower is under attack.
3C40A had an astonishing early game, but things have slowly tilted back in the favor of the Council, and it looks they're trying to do a wraparound. They spot out ZCXV, they've got the sight of ice, but a beautiful Ghost Scepter keeps him alive. Nico brings down the Disruptor before he can get up a Kinetic Storm. Global Silence meaning Deaths cannot initiate for a while. There is the roll in, and they fueled up the Meepo. Here comes the RP, it's on a 3, there is a Skewered as well, but Meepo is dead, and what is Deaths going to do? He's going to fall as well. 3C40A almost team wiped the Council, and high ground is on the cards here.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's no fortified.
Buybacks coming out. It's the Meepo who buys back first here.
Dire's bottom tower is being chipped away.
Aggressive movements coming out from 3C40A, but the Council, I think at this point you just let your rack scope because there's not much you can do. I mean, sure, Len is trying to cut the creep wave and get the equilibrium pushing back, maybe even make a trade possible. But 3C48 don't care. They don't have to deal with backdoor protection. And this looks like an easy lane of racks for 3C48. Maybe even another, but Len is steeping back. They haven't got the RP for 25 seconds, but 3C48 don't have global silence as well. Elsewhere, Klings bringing down Miku. Here comes Meepo, jumps in, uses the poof, but Miku too strong. ZCXP rolls into the static storm, but the Dagon coming out from the puck will bring down the Meepo. Len trying to do his best, hugging the shrine, trying to bring someone down in exchange, but look at this, 3C48 are just too strong. Magnus comes in, he's been revealed by the dust, boulder smash, geomagnetic grip, they've got the orb as well, and Urn of Shadows for good measure. It looks like Magnus will end up falling, the Omni Slash, wasted by that beautiful phase shift coming out from the puck, but he will end up falling either way, and 3C48, they'll retreat for the time being, but will they? There is a glimpse coming out from the Disruptor, Silencer trying to TP out of there, but he will not. Closer has got the Diffusal Blade, which immediately negates the Ghost Scepter, and they do bring him down. Ernesto, well, he's caught between three heroes. He's got not much time or border time to work with. He does have border time actually, but he's going to get glimpsed back once again. Animal really making the plays here for his team, and it looks like Ernesto will fall. So 3C48, they did get 2 lanes of racks, but they lost 2 cores and a support here, and the gem as well.
Dire's middle tower isn't going to last long.
I'll take that as tribute.
2 lanes of super creeps to deal with for the council. Not undoable considering they do have Empower to work with, and the Juggernaut can certainly push waves. Meepo's great as well when it comes to clearing waves. He seems to be building into a sheep stick of his own. He's almost done with it, and once his sheep stick is completed, it's going to be, well, slightly difficult for 3C48 if nothing else. I mean, only the Sven is sitting on a BKB of 8 seconds now, which isn't too bad, but he's using that most of the time to bring down the Meepo. And the council, well, they just have to be a bit careful and play around the global silence coming out from the silencer. Well, it looks like Roshan is on the cards for 3C48. They are grouping around the Rosh pit. And the council, not sure what's their plan at the moment. Well, they could contest. They have got the RP. This is, if anything, the perfect time for that. He is steeping back to his shrine. Oh, wait. Where is that?
Trust there was a good reason.
What? Okay, so they just gave up Roshania, and this should be an easy high ground for 3C48.
Regeneration.
CC48 grouping up for that last high ground push. Honesto's got a solar crest of his own, so he could just drop it on Miko with the shield and let him siege bit by bit. They're probably going to be split up to avoid that RP now. Speaking of the RP, that's hanging around under the cover of his Shadow Blade, which is timing out soon enough. 3C48 looks like they want to make the long player. They're going for the shrines first and will try and loop around. Len forced to just pop his skeleton, walk and get out of there.
Might just feel more.
Okay, so they take down the shrine. They're grouping up once more to push down the top lane. It shouldn't be too hard considering they've got an Aegis, a Solar Crest, even a Bloodthorn on this one, which is just going to hurt the Klings so much. Or even someone like the Disruptor. Animal walking in. He's got the Thunderstrike on Miku, Dusky Vision. This is the Council's last attempt to hold on to this dear game. That's not sure of where the enemies are, so he's holding back. Miku glimpsed back, hexed up as well. They're kiting him, closer, walks in, global silence. So we won't see an RP, we'll see Animal go down instead, and so will the third tree. Now is Detsu's chance, if he has one at all. Pops the Shadow Blade, walks in slowly. This could be a 2-man RP at the very least, makes it 3 actually. But there is detection, they bring it down before he can do anything. And Puck scores the kill onto Meepo as well. Closer, trying to get out of there. What was that thinking? Why did he just blink in? He chose to walk in all the way instead, and Len, all by himself now, hugging on to the shrine for dear life. But with the blood on, he'll be brought down. And Animal taps out at the very end. 3C4DA are your victors in this particular game. The Council, well, they really suffer in the laning phase, which is something that they normally excel in so much. But 3C4DA, they kill the Klings time and time again, and they moved on successfully onto objectives. Not sure what this greedy Meepo pick was to accomplish, but yeah, I mean, the Council, they are known for unconventional drafts and greedy drafts. Hopefully, as the tournament progresses, we'll see some of these drafts being executed better. Anyways, my name is Vivek. Thank you so much for watching the ESL India Premiership Masters. Adios and see you tomorrow, same time, 7 o'clock.
What a devastating match! Well done 3C4DA all the way from Nepal, people. They decimated their opponents, the Council from Bangladesh. Let me remind you, the Council were third place last year in the Masters, whereas 3C4DA were fourth. This time around, it looks like they're going to come back, and they're going to come back with a bang. And this is going for 3C4DA. Once again, well done, boys. What an OP game. I'm very sure the viewers watching this on the ESL India Facebook page and the YouTube gaming channel of ESL India are loving the action, the bit-by-bit breakdown. Thanks a lot to our caster, Vivek Venkatraman also, who took us through the game as and when the action occurred. Now, moving on, people, once again, who are joining us on these respective mediums, that is the ESL India Facebook page and the YouTube gaming channel of ESL India, who are watching this particular cast and the stream of the best games of Clash Royale, Dota 2, and now moving on to the final game, Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Let me remind you, this is the second edition of this ESL India Premiership 2017, brought to you by Omen by HP, HyperX, Zowie by BenQ, and organized by Nodwin Gaming. Now, we have Counter-Strike Global Offensive happening as the next and the final game of today's stream. Like we promised you, we have the best games of the best teams and the people battling it out in the Masters stream. Now, we have Dare to Dream, one of the teams participating in this stream, in the match right now. Now, Dare to Dream is a Bombay-based team. They've had a minor roster shuffle. They've recently acquired a new boot camp, courtesy their manager and owner, and we really hope, that is the gaming community, we really hope that they're going to up their game, considering they won the Challenger 2, which was held last year in Bengaluru. They came pretty close in the Masters last year, but sadly missed out on the opportunity. Moving on, they'll be faced against their opponents, Team Wolf, which also features one of the one-time champions of CSGO from India, and also they have a minor reshuffle of their roster. They have removed one player and got one other player in their in this player's place, and also they are based out of Bombay, and these both teams are dominating each other as and when the opportunity provides itself. So now we are going to see between these two teams who goes home with the victory and the win, because rest assured, here at ESL India Premiership, tides can turn any moment. You never know which team might take home the win. So moving on, people, we have Counter-Strike Global Offensive here in the ESL India Premiership 2017 live stream on the ESL India Facebook page and the YouTube gaming channel of ESL India. Counter-Strike Global Offensive, Dare to Dream versus Team Wolf.
Exclusive black equalizer brightens dark scenes without overexposing bright areas. Use the S switch to quickly access the setting and switch between save modes.
snow is on her mind. Rows and rows and lines in the haze of your fixation. We all crave for you, we all crave. And you can kill the wildest thing. When you murder, it's a sin. In the midst of your conviction, we all crave for you, we all crave. Just a little time. Know your addiction's not a crime. It's just a smaller part of who you want to become in the end.
You paint a picture in my mind. You wanna leave it all behind. In a world that's turning all the time, nothing could stop me longing for your eyes. I won't let it die. I can feel you when you're not around. When the night gets cold, I won't be alone. We won't be This lake of fire burns my skin. How could love wear so thin? I'm sinking in the hollow ground. Nothing can stop me wanting you somehow. I won't let it die. I can feel you when you're not around. When the
Exclusive black equalizer brightens dark scenes without overexposing bright areas. Use the S switch to quickly access the setting and switch between save modes.
can feel you when you're not around. burns my skin. How could love wear so thin? I'm sinking in the hollow ground. Nothing can stop me wanting you somehow. I won't let it die. I can feel you when you're not around. When the night gets cold, I won't be alone. We won't be I won't let it die. I can feel you when you're not around. When the night gets cold, we won't be alone. You paint a picture in my mind. You wanna leave it all behind. In a world that's turning all the time, nothing could stop me longing for your eyes. I won't let it die. I can feel you when you're not around.
Exclusive black equalizer brightens dark scenes without overexposing bright areas. Use the S switch to quickly access the setting and switch between save modes.
You paint a picture in my mind. You wanna leave it all behind. In a world that's turning all the time, nothing could stop me longing for your eyes. I won't let it die. I can feel you when you're not around. When the night gets cold, I won't be alone. We won't be This lake of fire burns my skin.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the second day of the ESL Masters League. It is me, Fet, and today I'm going to be joining you guys and taking you through the game between Dare to Dream and Team Wolf. So, these are two very illustrious teams. These are two very illustrious teams, and well, It's basically the new kids on the block against the old guard. Team Wolf has been around the scene for, well, donkey's years. You have Rich, Manan. These guys have been playing together and against each other for as long as I remember watching Counter-Strike. And on the other side, you have the young gun Antidote, the young gun Hellranger. Hellranger, according to me, possibly one of the best in-game leaders in India right now. Possibly, and one of the best. And Antidote, one of the rising stars of the Indian scenes as well. This man, not in the lobby right now, I think they disconnected. But this man has been consistently performing over the past few months. His local Kolkata team winning the IIT Kharagpur tournament and then recently held, they beat Brutality. Even D2D beat Brutality recently. He's been showing up in a big way. And I'm really curious to see and intrigued to see where he goes from this point forward. This is the crucial time in any player's career where he decides what to do and where to take it. And D2D, from what I gather, they've been boot camping really hard. They've been playing really hard recently. They've been boot camping and all that good stuff. They didn't participate in U-Cypher and decided to go for a proper boot camp instead. I spoke to Hellranger. I've spoken to Hellranger. I spoke to him during the India Gaming Show that was held in February in Delhi. And there, he told me that his main aim is to compete at the SEA level, not just India. His crosshairs is set on the Asian scene. And I want to see how much this bootcamp has helped them grow as a team. I really enjoyed their gameplay and how they were setting up against Entity in their first game in the India Gaming Show. And I want to see if they've improved and if they've, developed some layered strats. I want to see how their mid-round calling is going. There's a lot I want to see basically from D2D. They've put in the hard work. On the other hand, Team Wolf. Now, again, I saw them playing on LAN at the India Gaming Show, and they were a little underwhelming to say the least. Given the players that they have and their caliber, I was expecting them to perform a lot better than they did over there, but they were just a new team back then. They've had a couple of months to get their, heads in the game, start working together, and work as a unit. Counter-Strike at the end of the day is a team-based game. You cannot play it based off of individual skill and brilliance. Yes, that comes into play. That comes into the picture every now and then in clutch situations, or when you have one player who can just go ballistic, who can just go ham on the server. You can build a team around him, like you have Nico for FaZe. Well, Nico for Mouse actually. Now Nico for FaZe right now, well, frankly, Nico for FaZe. Oh crap. And going on. game? Is that sorted? No, I muted myself because they could hear me in game apparently, and they shouldn't be able to. Zeroed. Okay, I'll start talking. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Well, sorry about that delay, folks. Seems that the players could hear me in game. That should not be happening. But yep. We had to reset the server because, well, basically the previous server crashed. So the pistol round got over in the previous game, which was taken by Dare to Dream, or is this the knife round? Wait, let me just check what's going on. There's a technical pause coming in because the money still isn't fixed after the server reset. That should get sorted out soon, waiting on server admin to fix that. In the meantime, as I was saying, D2D, the new kids on the block, very promising team. Saw them playing at the India Gaming Show that was held in February, and they were pretty impressive. They reached the finals and lost to Entity Esports. They were the only team undefeated going into the finals. They'd already beaten Entity Esports once before in the round robin format, and they still somehow in the finals. They just couldn't manage to see it through. However, as I was saying, Team Wolf, the old kids on the block, they've been the old guard. They've been here for as long as I can remember. They've been playing together and against each other for the longest time, and they're just, what can I say about them? Amitaratsu, beautiful, a very good aimer, very consistent player. Ritz, Manan, all these guys have had years of experience. Ritz also going all the way. I think he played in the majors as well, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, plenty of experience going into Team Wolf and a lot to prove from Team D2D. So let's see, first pistol round. It shouldn't be, the team names haven't switched yet. It is D2D playing on the T side and Team Wolf playing on the CT side, according to that. That's why the technical pause is coming in right now. The server is being fixed and reset. So until then, Antidote, as I was talking about him, yeah. I've played with Antidote, I've played against Antidote. I do not enjoy playing against Antidote. That man's op is crazy fast. He's a very good rifler, he's a very good opper. One of the up-and-coming stars of the Indian CSGO scene. And yeah, definitely one to keep an eye out for. And Hellranger, on the other hand, fantastic in-game leader. Never had the pleasure of playing with him, but he's still very, very good at the game. And again, like I said, so in the game that he played against Entity that they won, the mid-round calls going out from him were absolutely fantastic. He let Entity Esports have mid-control, had a dual op setup, and just picked them all. Ooh, it looks like we've come down with a server crash yet again. Let me just check what's going on. Jesus
me longing for your eyes. I won't let it die.
Server's down
I
again.
can feel you when you're not around.
Yeah, give me.
When the night gets cold, I won't be alone. We won't be This lake of fire burns my skin. How could love wear so thin? I'm sinking in the hollow ground. Nothing can stop me wanting you somehow. I won't let it die. I can feel you when you're not around. When the night gets cold, I won't be alone. We won't be I won't let it die. I can feel you when you're not around. When the night gets cold, we won't be alone. You paint a picture in my mind. You wanna leave it all behind. In a world that's turning all the time, nothing could stop me longing for your eyes. I won't let it die. I can feel you when you're not around.
Check. It's proper? It's proper. Alright, cool. Hold on.
Ask Gautam to reconnect. Talk in the mic. I mean, not here, just ask him to reconnect.
You paint a picture in my mind. You wanna leave it all behind. In a world that's turning all the time, nothing could stop me longing for your eyes. I won't let it die. I can feel you when you're not around. When the night gets cold, I won't be alone. We won't be this lake of fire.
Alright, we're finally back with the game. We just got CSGO'd essentially. And yeah, we're back with the game. Seems Archie sucks. And that was my mentor, the ever so supportive and helpful Bleh. But yeah, we're finally back in the game. D2D seems to have taken the first pistol round. Sorry for the technical difficulties. We just got CSGO'd like nobody's business. Yeah, so finally, in-game match has been paused. It is, I think, a technical pause. There's some issue with the server restart. Servers also keep going down thanks to the new CSGO update. Community servers have been royally screwed over, so we can't really do anything much about that. Unfortunately, it is what it is. But as I was saying, and now I was singing high praises and the players could hear me. Oh yeah, that happened. But yeah, D2D. This is a team that I'm really curious to see where they go and what they do. They're a very young team. Antidote Hell, both I think 19 years of age, fairly young chaps. And match is back live. So let's get on with it. D2D taking the first pistol round. They have 2 UMPs, one for Mass, one M4 and a Scout. That's interesting. Whereas Team Wolf has gone for the force buy. Of course, they've gone for the force buy. Asian Counter-Strike, folks. If you lose the pistol round, you force buy. And pretty default setup coming in from D2D. We see Poker just pushing for B short, trying to get some info. No presence in mid. Hellranger holding B apps and cap up link palace. Fairly standard setup here from D2D. They've chosen to relinquish mid control. I'm not a big fan of this. Like, mid is one of the most, like, the most pivotal area in this map. This is Mirage. You can literally go anywhere. If you have mid control as the terrorist or the CT side, you get so much information, you get so much control of the map. And yeah, bomb still quite a way back, and yeah, we see the T's bombing into B short. Poker should be seeing some action very soon. Gets one, but gets traded immediately by Manan. That'll put some pressure on the 2 players playing B, and there's Antidote spraying away, but unfortunately not being able to get a single kill. Hellranger in the meantime, he has to be the lone hero on the B bomb side. Gets one, gets two. Oh, tapping down, almost gets the third, but there's Shabby with the trade and leaving, I think, Monster all alone in a 1v2 clutch situation. He's eyeing that M4 with some greed. He wants to go for it, but should so and does manage to pick it up and manages to tag down Kappa to down 13 points of health. That Tech 9 doing some serious damage, and Wolf have already done some serious economic damage to Dare to Dream. They've taken off 2 rifles, recovered 1. Bomb still to go down though, so Dare to Dream doing the smart thing, waiting for the bomb to go down, and then they'll play for the retake proper. And there we see Shabby just bombing up and Monster getting put down. But that was a very expensive round coming in from Dare to Dream. Like I said, mid control, very important, especially when you have the range advantage with the rifles. I would post someone either watching B short or high mid at Sniper Nest or Connector. You just can't give up mid control like that. But they somehow managed to win the round and put 2 rounds on the board. Good for them. They also managed to recover the 2 rifles, so that's good. Hellranger also getting 2 kills with that SMG. So his money is looking decent, but they need to have a clean round. This anti-eco has to be absolutely immaculate. And also, since Team Wolf did get the bomb down, they will go into the next round with quite a decent amount of money, so they'll also be able to buy up the utility. That force by really paying off for Team Wolf. Yeah, a lot of presence going underpass. The T's choosing to push mid yet again, but this time Hellranger a lot more proactive at mid, and we also have Poker F playing Connector. Like I said, mid control, very important, especially on a map like Mirage. It's a decent crossfire. This is kind of the similar setup they had going against Entity at the India Game Show. Poker F hears that, gets one, Ritz goes down for the count. Poker with the second, the clean headshot on Manan, and Kobe yet again, Amitratsu left all alone with the bomb in Palace, but unfortunately he's not able to do anything else. Peeks out the door and gets his head taken off very cleanly, very decisive. Dare to Dream, 3-0. First gun round, folks. AKs across the board. A ton of utility for Team Wolf, and that's mainly thanks to the bomb plant that they managed to do on the second round. This is going to be an interesting round. No ops yet on the CT side. They're just deciding to stay on the same rifle buy as they had the previous round. They just brought up utility. Money still looking decent. Most of them will be able to get a second. Oh, look at that aggression coming out from Shabby and gets the drop onto Monster. That aggression and Antidote pushing up underpass and getting the second kill. 2-man advantage. All of a sudden, the round just seems to have turned on its head. Team Wolf got caught with their pants down. Not a single trade coming in whatsoever. They got lucky. They just... Wow. They're not playing the buddy system. Again, Ritz going off. The lone wolf. Guys, your Team Wolf. Wolves hunt in packs. They're not solo hunters. They're not lions. They're not tigers. They're meant to be playing. They're meant to be hunting in packs. Don't split up like this. Dynamite was caught with a nade out at A-ramp and Monster at right above underpass. No trade potential. Yes, Shabby has taken damage, but I mean, you're still two-man to the good.
And Kappa just waiting patiently. Seems to have an inkling that there's someone might come Palace. No one spotting T-Ram though, but I like this crossfire. It's an aggressive stance. Manan. Does he check under Palace? Oh, Hellranger peeks out because of the Molotov and Kappa getting the bomb down, but Manan replying with 2 quick kills. It's down to a 2v3. Will they be expecting Ritz? Ritz should have been heard out by the player rotating from CT spawn by now. They should know that there's someone playing by jungle. The CT's coming for the retake and Ritz getting the first kill. Antidote. Oh, Ritz caught staring in the wrong direction and Manan with that spray down. What are you doing, Manan? 2 beautiful spray down. They just line up for him and that's the round. First gun round going Team Wolf's way. Finally, the op does come out on Antidote. They should be able to buy into this round. Ooh, double op setup, straight up, not waiting for another round. The double op setup coming up from D2D, 2 ops, 1 M4 and 2 UMPs. Decent amount of utility. They have 4 Molotovs to stop any fast play coming out or any play onto the bomb side, but they need to hold on to this utility. Let's see, Antidote with that op in mid does get smoked out, timing his shots. Needs to be careful though. And yeah, 4-man stack towards the A bomb site. They feel that it's going to be an A hit here, D2D. It's interesting, and there's just one guy, Hellranger, the Lone Ranger, standing, jump spotting at B apps. And yeah, it looks like it's going to be an A play. Getting boosted up into Sniper. Ooh, Antidote spots out the barrel of the gun. This is interesting, does spot out the guy. But unfortunately, this is just playing. Oh, the pop flash from Poker F. Perfect pop flash. Ritz doing a beautiful Helen Keller impression there. Shoulder peeking the dynamite. Playing with fire and Antidote lands the flick. The flick of the wrist. And again, a 2-man advantage. Please don't throw this advantage this round as well. Smoke coming in for connector. Bomb yet to be shown though. Smoke has faded and it looks like bomb might just make its way onto the B bomb side. If Antidote peaks right now. Oh, does spot out too, but gets instantly taken down by Monster. But Poker F in the meantime is doing tremendous damage over by Connector. He's already on a double kill. And there's Shabby chiming in with that op of his. Last man, Manan. He was the man who clutched it for them in the previous round. That beautiful AK double kill, spray down. Although he was lucky. And there we go, Manan just doing Manan things. But Shabby ends his shenanigans with that op. Will they be able to recover the op? They had a huge investment going into this round, but no, 1 op does get lost. Good economic damage, but that will force Team Wolf into an eco. So understand the economy situation here. Although Team Wolf did win that round, they lost 4 members. So the money going into the previous round wasn't good as it is. You saw UMP buy coming in. And since they lost this round, they get reset pretty hard. And now, Dare to Dream have a real chance to farm up some sweet SMG cash with those 2 UMPs. Will we see some aggressive plays coming out from them? It looks like it's going to be a beeline. It's going to be a beeline for the B bomb side. This is going to be a classic MM strat. Suka bliat rash, be my friend. That's exactly what seems to be the plan. All 6 players just bunched up in B apps. Hellranger is going to have some serious traffic to deal with very soon. And there we go. The floor is lava. They're burning alive. And Antidote just farming his kills, farming that IR. And that Molotov there really stops, puts a spanner in the work. And Poker F in the meantime does get picked off by the P250. Antidote spraying away. And Hellranger there, getting a better angle, trying to get... Oh, they both line up for him. He's spraying down, but unable to land the spray down. But he brings Manan down to almost 22 points of health. He's red, and there we go. Antidotenberg. 3k on the anti-eco, getting the cleanup. But still they lose 2 members. Dare to Dream really being a bit iffy on these anti-eco rounds, in my opinion. Need to shore up the leaks in their boat a little bit better. But this is Mirage. It is a CT-sided map. 5 rounds to start off with. And a double eco. Wow, they really shouldn't have invested in those pistols. But yeah, this will allow Team Wolf to come out with a very strong buy in the next round. Shabby in the meantime holds mid with the big green gun. Well, in his case, the Safari Mesh, so the big snot gun, some might say. And this time, heavy mid presence from D2D. 2 players over at mid, just the sole defender in the form of Kappa in the A-bomb side. It's a pretty good read coming out from Hellranger. He seems to have done his homework. 2 players at mid. And the T's, on the other hand, playing very passive over by mid. Manan spots out that aggression at B-Apps. Basically, they're just expecting a push. They know that, they think that D2D want to catch them off guard with this mid-aggression. So they've been holding out for a very long time. And that's caused, see, them waiting has caused Shabby to rotate off of Sniper Nest. Not that it would have helped much because he has been smoked out. That means PokerF needs to hold this very strongly, and missing his spray, that was quite atrocious. Antidote in the meantime does reply with a kill. Oh, Antidote, you have a lot to do. Gets 2 kills again, Antidote. The hero plays from this man. 2 kills, but finally does get taken down. Kappa left in a 1v2 situation. The trade's just not going in the favor of Dare to Dream this time around. Not ideal at all, and the money on them, not good, not good. They might, I think they will force if they lose this. If they lose this, still not over till the Fat Lady sings. Gets one, but unable to transfer the spray. Kappa onto Ritz, and Ritz clutching the second round for Team Wolf. And that's what I was saying. You need to play in pairs. You need to play as a pack. That's your main advantage on the T side, especially on a map like Mirage, because no matter what site you go into, you're just walking through a choke point. So you have, your only strength is strength in numbers. And there we go, the force buy coming out from Dare to Dream. 2 ops, yet again. Really favoring this double op setup here, op on Antidote, and this time Kappa wielding the big green. But this double op setup was very, very effective against Entity Esports back in Feb when they played in the India Gaming Show. Let's see what they can do with it this time. Yet again, choosing to relinquish mid control. I mean, it worked against Entity, so I guess they've decided to stick with this. But this time they honestly can't afford too much of a heavy mid presence. They just don't have the arms. Oh, Poker should have spotted the barrel of Ritz's gun here. Poker just on the edge of something epic. Ritz needs to be really careful. There's no one to trade for him if he goes down. Antidote in the meantime holding connect like a hawk. And there we go. Poker does get the drop on Ritz, playing solo there. And Shabby. In the meantime, Antidote getting kills left, right, and center. This man, someone stop him. And Poker F, the ops doing so much damage. Poker getting the peek onto Ritz, getting the drop on him, rescuing the op, but now they have 3 ops to deal with. I would throw one and go with an M4. Triple op works in matchmaking, not really so much in professional. Counter-Strike, there we go. Gets dropped the AK, but oh, what is this I see? Shabby, Antidote, Kappa, 3 ops? Okay, why not? I mean, if you can, then why not? This is why I love Indian Counter-Strike. This is exactly why I love Indian Counter-Strike. You get to see things that you'll never see. You get to see things you'll see nowhere else. Look at that, Antidote getting boosted up. This is a clever boost coming out from him. And going very aggressive with the op. And yet again, Team Wolf forced into an eco. They've gone for an armor pistol buy. And I don't exactly know why Team Wolf went for this Mirage pick. The last time I saw them on Mirage, they played against Team Brutality at the India Gaming Show. And they got absolutely decimated. Ooh, Antidote withdrawing a bit too soon. Ooh, I think he does spot out Amitratsu there, crossing over into kitchen. And there we go. First kill going to Antidote. And he's not stopping there. He's just racking up the kills. They're just walking into his crosshairs one by one, and he has bombed down. This is the worst possible situation. And Poker there at B shot gets one. Can he get more? Gets to 2 heads. Oh no, that was Antidote chiming in with the kill. And Antidote with the 4K. Somebody stop this guy, dude. This guy is going absolutely bananas right now. That op of his, he's already on to 17 kills, and it's the 9th round. Had this been matchmaking, people would be reporting him right now. But me, I will commend Antidote. That is right. What a round. Antidote, the huge 4K on a pistol. Yeah, it was an anti-eco. But finally, Dare to Dream finding their bearings, not losing a single man in that anti-eco. that allows them to build on their economy. The CT side economy already is always so fragile. Like, on an average, if you want the healthiest buy possible, that is at least armor, M4s, and all the kit and the nades, you're looking at around $5,600. Compare that to approximately the $4,500 that you need on the T side. You can already see that, and I'm not talking about ops here, this is just rifles. You can already see the vast gulf in the economy that the CT side and the T side requires. You need to string at least, like, even if you string like 3-4 rounds together and not manage to keep like players alive on the CT side, you can look to save just after losing a couple of rounds, and that's after winning a good 3-4 rounds in a row. So it is crucial while playing the CT side that you keep at least 3 players alive or 2 players alive at the very least, because they can drop and you can continue to build economy that way. Otherwise, things can go downhill very quickly. Yeah, a very sparse buy coming out from Team Wolf. Monster with the Tech 9, Amitratsu with the UMP, and Dynamite with the Galil. This does not bode well for them. But with that sort of a buy, I would go for a fast play, either out mid or out A ramp. But seems like Team Wolf happy to take it slow, play the picks, and just work the map. Amitratsu gradually, just slowly creeping out underpass. Kappa in the meantime does spot him out. That's interesting. This should that Molotov not going to do jack for the time being. And yeah, that does force Team Wolf's hand, and there we go. Monster comes jumping out of Palace and just gets his head clean blown off, and Shabby and PokerF just chiming in with kills. In the meantime, Amitratsu has made his way onto the A bomb site from Connector, and there's no one else on the bomb site. Now it's down to a 3v2 retake situation. In the meantime, can Antidote do something? Yes, he does get the kill onto Amitratsu. That leaves Dynamite in a 1v3 situation against 2 ops and 1 M4. Can he do it is the question. Bomb yet to go down. He has 50 seconds to play with, but each exit is being watched like a hawk, and there we go. Kappa ending Dynamite. 1 op down, doesn't matter. Dual op still saved. That's very potent on the CT side, especially on a map like Mirage. This is looking like it's gonna be a runaway show. Hellranger's CT side has been, so far it has been quite immaculate. Apart from a few hiccups early on and that 1 anti-eco they lost, so far what I've seen from Hellranger's D2D, it's been pretty damn impressive to say the least. There we go. Shabby is it's gonna be like shooting fish in a barrel for him. 4 people out mid, but he's doing the wise this is a wise decision. Back off, take a new angle. Ooh, missing that shot. There we see Hellranger does come out off B shot. Now they've pincered themselves in the T's. And Hellranger finds Manan, but does get dinked down instantly to 3 HP. He should fall down. He should fall back right now. In the meantime, Shabby pushing up. His connector is oddly exposed. Yep, his connector was so exposed that Ritz was able to just walk up connector and pistol him down. That was shabby, to say the least. Ignore the puns, guys. I am new to this. But yeah, it's down to a 4v3. HP not looking very good on Ritz, but Ritz with the op, always a threat, but missing a simple shot. Come on, Ritz, you're supposed to hit those. You really got to hit those. In the meantime, the T's are just stuck in connector and mid, but the good thing is, I don't think the CTs have much information to work off of as to where the remainder of the Ts are playing off of. They're playing fairly passive and, they're playing fairly withdrawn on the bomb sites. So that means the Ts could possibly rotate to the B bomb site, but Poker, if you just peek out right now, oh, there we go. Poker F spots Dynamite, leaving Manan all alone in a 1v4 clutch situation, but Manan lands the headshot on Poker F through the box. Whack right there. RNGesus on his side with that deagle. Dare to Dream do lose 2 pistols, but the money on them right now is pretty good. 2 players sitting on 9k and a comfortable buy coming out from them. Yeah, I think Kappa will pick up that dropped op. Is he going to pick up an op or an M4? Let's see. Yeah, an M4. Double op setup resumed. It is going to be Hellranger who's watching me. Then finally, the op on Ritz comes out. I want to watch this man op. He is a legend in the Indian CSGO scene, friends. But look at that aggression. I'm not a big fan of this because he has no one to trade for him, but the information that he's getting right now is absolutely crucial, and he just might catch Ritz off guard. I don't think he'll be expecting someone to be holding this off angle at mid. This is going to be interesting. Let's see if Ritz expects someone to have pushed up mid, because they've been fairly passive up till now. D2D, they haven't aggressed mid at all. And this is the first time they've done such a ballsy play, in my opinion, and it might just play off. It looks like it's going to be an A execute. But does Ritz expect this? The barrel of his gun does get spotted out, and there we go. Easy kill. And now they have all the information to work off of. And they know it's going to be an A hit, and Hellranger's already on the fast flank. This means essentially Team Wolf is just cornered. But Shabby needs to be careful. He's going to get taken down very soon if he doesn't be careful. Yeah, and there we go. Manan does get the drop onto Shabby, but Hellranger, in the meantime, has made his way all the way back. They be expecting a flank? No, they won't. I don't get it. Why won't you be expecting a flank? Ritz got taken out high mid, so... the very little... Oh, Antidote. The rare miss coming out from the boy Wonder. I mean, you have the utility, you have 2 Molotovs, 1 smoke, and a nade to work for the retake. And Hellranger very smartly falls back. And Hellranger gets the kill onto Manan, leaving it all down to Monster in a 1v2. But the HP on Dare to Dream is looking absolutely dire. Antidote left internally bleeding. Scratch that, just left bleeding dead on the sidewalk. And it's down to Hellranger and Monster in a 1v1. And hence begins the proverbial dance of the two. And there we go. Monster coming out on top there. Will he be able to recover the op is the question. He's racing for it. And yup, managing to recover the op, but the economic damage is tremendous. They do win the round, putting the 3rd round on the board for Team Wolf there. But losing 4 people, that means the buy coming out from them this round is going to be absolutely abysmal, to say the least. And yeah, quite light on the utility. But they still do have 5 smokes to work with. 1 Galil, 3 AKs, and 1 op. On the flip side, though, I don't know why, but still choosing to go with that double op setup. They might want to look to changing something. But Hellranger seems to have a decent enough read. He thinks that... honestly, I'm baffled by why Kappa has a UMP. And there we go, Amitaratsu getting the first pick. And Antidote missing that shot. He's been missing, whiffing 2 shots in a row. And they almost line up for him, but Antidote gets one. Unable to get any more. There we go, Kappa peeking out from under Palace. Gets one, can he get 2? Gets 2, but does get traded out by Dynamite finally. But Hellranger, it's all down to Dynamite in a 1v2. Yet again, this man clutched the previous round. No, that was Monster. These rounds are coming down to 1v2s, 1v3s. It's just not ideal. It's not ideal. And what I was talking about initially is that I'm curious why Hellranger has 5 grand left and still give Kappa the UMP. Although it worked out, he was playing the close angle in the UMP. He's a more viable weapon these days than the FAMAS. But Dynamite wielding the op, still thinks there's someone CT spawn. Will he be expecting someone connector is the question. He's planting out in the open. This could be dangerous. Bomb does go down. Molotov coming out from Hellranger. No utility left. And again in a 1v1 situation. And this time Hellranger comes out on top, taking down Dynamite and has the kit. So no problems defusing whatsoever. 10 rounds on the board for Dare to Dream. But the money situation still looking pretty good. A Hellranger can drop a weapon, but I don't think he needs to, because he will be going up against an eco Team Wolf. All they can afford at the time being is just upgraded pistols. I don't think he can afford anything. Team Wolf, I don't think they can go for anything apart from upgraded pistols. They'll be looking to go into the final gun round with at least a modicum of utility. They've just been hard reset. So next round, they're going to be getting $1,900. So they'll be sitting at around the $4,300 mark, except for Manan, who's going to be on 3,800. And Shabby already opening things up with the first kill. On to Dynamite. Team Wolf, extremely lackluster in their T side so far. The rounds they won just sheer brute force. They just barreled their way into the bomb site and wrested it from D to D. Not really anything comprehensive or immaculate in terms of strategy. It was just brute force. Unfortunately, that doesn't work all the time. In the meantime, they're already down to 3 people and they're against 3v5, no armor, just upgraded pistols. And we're going to see some action by the A-bomb side very, very soon. There we go, Monster walking out, PokerF gets one, Manan trying to get the kill onto the other person, but unfortunately gets instantly traded, and PokerF with the final kill onto Ritz. Ritz getting an instant lobotomy there. Good night. See you in the next round. And as I said, the money going into the final round for Wolf is absolutely shambolic. They still managed to get 4 smokes on the board, but it's just very little to talk in terms of utility. That utility looks like the Somalian economy right now, just absolutely nothing there. On the other side, Dare to Dream is just flush with cash. It's like they've just won the Poker Grand World Tour and just rolling in the dough right now. Nandro taking a different angle here by Connector and gets the pick onto Amitarasu, caught with his pants down. Antidote still not backing away, goes for the repeat. That was dangerous, but yeah, unable to land that shot. Both him and Dynamite. Dynamite should be kicking himself for missing that shot onto Antidote. I didn't like that idea of the repeat there. Smokes raining in on the A-bomb side. Looks like it's going to be a standard A hit. Ooh, Shabby getting tinked through the boxes there. And Hellranger. He's going to push the smoke. YOLO, why not? And oh, unable to land the kill there. That was a YOLO play that just did not work out for Hellranger. Very unfortunate. Dynamite is watching the flank, but PokerF decapitating him immediately. The two offers by CD Spawn still smoked off, so it all comes down to Kappa with the UMP. But Antidote, oh, in the meantime, does get lobotomized himself. In the meantime, it's down to 2v3. Manan has to hold down the fort until Ritz rotates all the way from T-spawn, and it's planted for him. This is the Tyloo strat. It is planted for him, but in the meantime, Shabby in the smoke, trying to go for the hero defuse, gets one kill, but it is planted. Will Manan be able to get the kill? He has a kid. Oh, he's missing every shot. He's solo, just one land. Oh, finally lands the crucial shot. Shabby so low, and Wolf managing to get 4 rounds on the T-half on Mirage. It is a CT-sided map, but 11 rounds, this is going to be an uphill battle all the way for Team Wolf, and it starts with this pistol round. If they lose this pistol round, then that uphill battle becomes climbing Mount Everest. So yeah, let's see what they have in store for us on this pistol round. Amitarasu going with the smoke buy and the kit. He's going to take one for the team, going for the kit and the utility. Match has been paused. Oh, Antidote seem to have dropped from the server. Both Antidote and PokerF having a huge half, sitting at 21 and 20 kills respectively. They just went ham there in the first half. I'd say that's more to do with the fact that Wolf were playing a very lackluster and very disjointed and disorganized T-side. Mirage is one of those maps on the T-side where you need to play for the trades. It is almost impossible to make anything meaningful happen on the T-side on Mirage if you're not playing a good, compact and organized T-side. That just didn't happen. But yeah, 2 people running utility, that's Kappa and Hellranger from Team Dare to Dream. And yeah, it looks like it's going to be an A play. Those 2 smokes. But Dynamite and Monster in the meantime are holding fairly aggressive angles. They can catch the teams off guard. And there we go, Kappa caught staring at the wall trying to line up his smokes. Gets 1 kill, but that gets immediately traded. Monster here on the flank. They haven't spotted him out yet. Kappa in the meantime tapping away at Kappa. Monster gets 1. Can he land the 2nd kill? No. In the meantime, the T's have made their way onto the A-bomb set, but they've been completely pincered. They're going to get... Oh, what a shot from Antidote. Just decapitating Ritz. Just took his head clean off. It's like he's a surgeon and he was doing... Oh my god, look at those shots coming in from Antidote there and Amitarasu in a 1v3. It is not undoable. He does have the kit and has a smoke. Might just go for the Sparkles Ninja Diffuse, but the way Antidote is hitting his shots right now, he peaks, he decapitates. He's like the gallows right now. He just swings for the head and does not miss. Just heads rolling left, right, and center. And that pistol round might just prove to be the final nail in the coffin for Team Wolf. They really needed that pistol round. Dare to Dream just decimating Team Wolf there. What are we gonna see from... Ooh, that nade though, just landing on Poker F's crotch, just instantly taking him down to half health. Switching out the rifle for... That's a good decision. In the meantime, aggression here by Palace. Shabby making some noise. So the CTs should know that there's at least one Palace, and they did hear a lot of footsteps by ARAM. That's why they've decided to keep 3 players over by the A-bomb site. Kappa pushing up connector. He's just feeling out the A setup, and there we go. He does spot out Manan, but unable to land a shot onto the head. Manan tagging him down to 53, taking some damage in return, but does come out on top in that altercation. In the meantime, Amitratsu pushing and getting the drop on Antidote, getting a taste of his own medicine there, gets his head taken clean off by Amitratsu. Man advantage to the CTs for the first time in a very long time. By that I mean Team Wolf. There we see it, Shabby pushing out Palace. No one there, someone upstairs though. 7, there we go. Dynamite getting the kill, but does get traded out by Hellranger. In the meantime, Monster has picked up a UMP. It's down to a 3v2. And nope, scratch that. It's down to a 1v2 and Hellranger with 4 points of health. He's internally bleeding. Makes noise that he's going over underpass. Tries to draw out the rotation, but Monster is just so close and makes noise. This should be Monster's round all day, every day. There we go. Dare to Dream again showing a bit of shakiness playing against the pistols there. They showed the same hesitation on their CT side early on. And losing that round is just sad to say it's unacceptable at this point. But yeah, Dare to Dream going for the force buy. They know that the economy isn't good on Wolf either. 2 AKs. They could catch Team Wolf off guard with that double AK and the pistol buy, but no head armor whatsoever except on Hellranger, so those UMPs can do some serious work right now. And what do we have here? It looks like it's gonna be a B play. Manan does get spotted out an Antidote, tagging him down to 63 points of health. Amitratsu playing B shot, and now they know that they're facing off against AKs, and they're like, what? What? Really? Really D2D? AKs? But yeah. So the element of surprise gone, more or less. That still doesn't mean that they don't have the weapons advantage. They don't, but the way Antidote and Poker have been playing this half, the previous half, oh, the Molotov, Manan doing the right thing, falling back, and the Molotov's gonna hold off the push. But in the meantime, the bomb has made its way into the bomb side and does get dropped. Sloppy play coming in, and there's the lack of the head armor coming into play there. Manan avoiding the fire and the flames and just going absolutely crazy, getting that 2 kill. But that 2-piece, will it be enough to see Team Wolf through in this round? Will they know that there's a flank coming in? Oh, Hellranger spots out the flank, leaving it down to 1v2, but Kappa is internally bleeding. He needs a blood transfusion ASAP, but it is not to come. This is not Call of Duty, folks. You take damage, you pay for it. But it is down to a 1v2. Monster just waiting for the bomb to go down. He does not have a kit, but knows that one opponent is severely low. And Kappa just should choose not to peek anything until he hears the diffuse sound. Hellranger, in the meantime, playing by bench, might get pre-fired very soon. Oh, Monster not checking that corner. You've really got to check those corners. Unfortunate there, Monster. And D2D replying back immediately with a reset to the Wolf economy yet again. Wolf, I just don't know. Manan did such a valiant job at Van there, stopping that push, getting 2 kills, and Amitratsu getting the first kill onto Shabby, who was the bomb carrier. That round should have never gone as long as it did, as far as it did. That round should have been done and dusted way before it reached any point that would resemble a 1vx clutch for the CTs. Unfortunately, that's not to be the case, and they've been immediately broken back, upgraded 1 P2, 54 USPs. I want to watch this drive-by from Shabby. I just reminds me of Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. The big smokes like, oh, Manan with the double ding. And he's not done yet. Ding onto Poker F as well. Manan just going ham with the USP. finally gets put down, but the damage that came in from him has been huge. But Kappa getting the second kill as well. Ritz on the fast rotate. He knows two players are very, very low. Just landing a couple of shots on them will be enough to take them out of this round at least. It's down to a 4v3 retake. And Antidote watching the flank like a hawk. He should spot out these two players very soon. And Ritz gets the kill, and that means his attention will be diverted. And he's getting flanked. Oh, Hellranger. And there we go. The lineup for Antidote. And Monster gets shot through the dying corpse of Dynamite. And there we go. Antidote admiring his handiwork. It's like Raphael or Michelangelo staring up at the completed Sistine Chapel. Oh no, wait, Sistine Chapel I think was painted by Raphael. I'm not sure. My history is a bit weak. My Renaissance history is a bit weak, but yeah, you get what I'm saying. Oh wait, it's like Michelangelo staring at his completed David. There we go. Reference game on point. Very broken buy coming out from Team Wolf. Hellranger knows they're hurting. Hellranger knows this. Ritz in the meantime, the lone defender here by Connector. Antidote seems... Oh, Antidote! This has been like the story of Indian Counter-Strike since I've been casting them. No one seems to want to check left side of stairs when they come out finally. Hellranger with the kill. But Ritz has done... he's gone huge this round. He's got it up. He's got 3 kills already, getting spammed through the wood. But unable to do anything to him. Ritz 4k for him that round, and Manan with the final kill onto Hellranger. That round didn't last very long. True story, just like my love life. Over before it even started. Sadly. Sigh. What to do? The money on Dare to Dream not very good either. They lost a fair few people in the 2 rounds that they won. So for them also, it's going to be a mixed buy. On the flip side, Wolf not losing, I think they lost just a single player in the previous round. So that means that they finally have a very healthy buy going into this round. But no ops yet. Kappa getting spammed through the box, but no damage dealt. So that's acceptable. I like this setup coming in from Team Wolf. They're playing early round, they're playing very heavy towards mid, so they want to try and stave off any mid aggression coming out from Dare to Dream. And then they're playing fairly default. 1 player over by B short, 1 watching B apartments, and 2 players playing A, 1 player watching Sniper Nest. Playing Sniper Nest. This time, yeah, so it's a fairly default setup coming out from Team Wolf. But I would like D2D, I'd hope that they get this read and go for a late round mid aggression. Meantime, Antidote getting mollied off. Ooh, he's burning, taking a lot of damage. Should have backed off quickly there, but I think he got stuck against the wall. Oh, the spam is real, guys. The spam is real. Look at that, Kappa making his way out. This is what I'm saying. If they go for a late round mid control play, they could catch Team Wolf off guard, but there's just no time right now. And Shabby just making a lot of noise by B apartments to keep the defenders rooted firmly onto the B bomb site, while the bomb gradually inches its way to A. Amitraz getting the kill onto Poker F. That's going to put a spanner in the works. Now they know where Amitraz is playing from. Gets instantly dinked down and taken down by Kappa. Finally, the kill is going their way. But there's no time. There's just 14 seconds left on the clock. What are you doing? Come on, push onto the bomb at 8 seconds. There's not going to be enough time. Ritz, all he has to do is just take out the bomb planter. Oh, but unfortunately, he will be able to. Oh, spots it out. Bomb does go down, and so does Ritz. Valiant effort coming in from him. He's done his job. Double kill. And Shabby is just so low. He's on 10 HP, but it is planted for them. They don't need to peek this. No smokes, just a single flashbang. Shabby peeking. Oh, does spot out Dynamite getting in the defuse, but there we go. He goes taken down instantly. And Manan with the perfect covering fire there. Although Dynamite was very close to being history. Shot down to 22 points of health. But beyond that, that is all that Kappa and Shabby could do from that point onwards. And the money is gone. It has evaporated. Just like a drop of water in the Thar Desert, there is no more money to be had for Dare to Dream, at least for this round. Why? Why, CS? Why you do this? Why you force buy? Anyway, suffice it to say, I am not a big fan of this force buy coming in from D2D right now. No head armor, so M4s, one tap potential. You have a good lead. You have a 7-round lead, so I guess, I mean, why not try something unorthodox? But just gets in the way of good CS, I guess. They should look for a fast A play, and the objective of this round, I don't think, is to get kills as much, but to do as much economic damage as possible and to get the bomb down. I think that should be the primary goal for this round. And yeah, it does look like Team Wolf is going to allow the bomb plant, and Amiterasu taking a ton of damage already through the smoke. But yeah, bomb goes down, 5v5 retake situation. Let's go, boys. And Amiterasu getting the first kill onto Poker F. And there we go. Monster getting one, getting two, getting three. Yes, he does get the 3k, leaving Shabby all alone in a 1v4 situation. Oh no, scratch that, in a 0v4 situation. Shabby does pick up the 1 kill, but well, at least, as I said, the objective for this round was to get the bomb down, and that's exactly what happened. They exploited the fact that they're playing very heavy over by mid-early round, went for an early fast play, got the bomb down, and just hoped that they'd manage to hold on to the post plant. Couldn't, but that means that the money is finally looking good for Data Dream, at least for this round. They need to win this round, and they need to win this round decisively. That means they need to keep at least 3 or more people alive. Money on the flip side on Wolf is not that great either. This was the CT side economy conundrum I was talking about while Data Dream were playing the CT side. Even though they've won 3 rounds on the trot, you still see only Monster with any modicum of a bank, of a piggy bank if you must. Everyone else is fairly low. And this is just a default setup, 2-1-2, nothing great. But I like what Dare to Dream are doing. They're not playing their T side solo, YOLO, as Wolf were. They're playing in pairs, they're playing in packs. Everyone except the bomb carrier, that is, but he is getting back up in the form of Antidote, who is arriving with the big green gun, all scoped up and ready to go. He's not taking any chances. And the rest of the team bunched up by mid. They're playing for the trades. I like this. This is how you play T side on Mirage. You play for the trades. Shabby gonna enter. He's gonna start burning soon. He's gonna start cooking alive if he's not careful. The bomb in the meantime is making its way over onto the B bomb side, but Amiterasu, his aim is true, but caught reloading there and does get taken out by Hellranger. That's 1 B defender down, 1 to go, but in the meantime, bomb does make its way onto the B bomb side and gets instantly taken down by Manan. That's bomb down. That's not ideal. And that's a 4v3 situation. Antidote dropping down and does get naded to oblivion there, and Rid's getting the wall bang onto Antidote. This is going from bad to worse for Team Dare to Dream. But Shabby can go huge with this flank, and Pokerev landing the 2 quick kills, leaving Monster in the 1v2 situation yet again. Monster tapping away, down to 14 points of health, and Pokerev manages to see this round through. Oh my god, Dare to Dream, you're going to give me a heart attack. I am going to have a coronary very, very soon. These rounds are coming way too close for my liking, and Team Wolf has to go for the force buy. They're on 15 rounds, Dare to Dream. This is match point for them. What are you gonna do, Team Wolf? Alrighty. 3 M4s, 1 Deagle onto Manan, and Dynamite with the 5-7. Monster going very aggressive by A ramp, and has Dynamite in support with him. Oh no, he's watching towards Palace. Smokes it off. It's just Pokerev playing fairly passive. Look at this aggression out mid by A ramp. They're not holding back. They're in it to win it this round with Team Wolf, and they know that the only way to counter the style of play is going to be through aggression. Shabby though, will he expect someone playing this off angle that Monster's holding? Is the question, and no, he doesn't, is the answer. There we go, Dynamite going for that AK, and this is what I was saying. There's no trade potential coming in. Had there been someone there to support Shabby, when Dynamite got greedy and went to pick up that AK, they could have decapitated him instantly. But that didn't happen, so man advantage to Team Wolf. Okay then, Ritz getting the kill on Hellranger as well. 2-man advantage, and make that a 3 or 2. No, still a 2-man advantage. Why am I getting tongue-tied here? Blah, cotton mouth. Caster's worst enemy. There we go. Kappa all alone in a 1v3 situation with the worst possible weapon to have in this situation. Oh, spraying away, but he hits nothing but the broad side of the barn, as they say. He was just spraying at the wall, not at Ritz, and Ritz, clean kill for him. That was pristine, as Shroud would say. I love you, Hell, but these force buys, not a big fan of. You're on 15 rounds. I mean, eco this. Just eco this. You had the money. Clearly, you had the money to go into the next round with a very good buy. Anyway, it looks like Ritz is going to be holding mid with the op. Yet again, a fairly standard 2-1-2 setup. And is it going to be a YOLO B play is the question. Oh, Amitratsu spotting out Hellranger, jumping out mid and gets instantly decapitated. Amitratsu lobotomizing him with the last bullet, and Manan there going absolutely ham. Finally getting taken down, but Amitratsu getting the final kill of the round. 10 rounds on the board for Team Wolf. Their CT side is looking a lot stronger than their T side, let me just put it this way. Think both teams doing a lot of homework on their CT side, but leaving the T side to the wind, to the fates, if you will. God, it's hot in here. I cannot cast with the fan on because the mic will pick it up. And I am just a sweaty mess right now. A sweaty mess. Ritz getting the first kill on Connector. This is playing against pistols. This is going to be a shooting gallery. Monster there just going ham. Getting the 2 kills. Ritz going like, hey, I want some. Meko bhi chahiye eco frags. And there we go. Ritz. He's just channeling his inner Vegeta, going mine. And misses the shot. And Hellranger gets the kill onto Amitratsu in the meantime. There we go. Ritz don't miss 2 in a row. Poker all alone in a 1v5 with the Glock, the most useless gun in the game. It is, as they say, the water sprinkler against armor. You might as well be tickling the opponent for all the damage you're doing with the Glock against armored opponents. Ritz changing things up, holding A ramp with the op. 5 AKs on D2D right now. No ops to speak of. Their economy just wouldn't allow it. And that is primarily because of those force buys. 15 to 11. This might get hairy very soon. I mean, if they lose this, the money is just broken. They're like Uganda right now, just no money whatsoever. Actually, Uganda's richer. This is my bank balance. The money on D2D is just absolutely gone. They're poorer than I am, and that's saying something. In the meantime, Hell pushing underpass. And I like this from Team Wolf. They're playing very passive. They're allowing D2D mid control, and then just not being able to capitalize on the mid control, on the amount of map control that they've been given. In the meantime, Android opening things up with the kill onto Ritz, but Monster holding CT side like a rock. He's not going to budge for anyone or anything. Getting the 2 kills and gets the bomb down as well. Oh, Monster going absolutely huge on a 3K. Poker, the last lone survivor, gets the kill onto Monster, but unfortunately unable to do anything more. Amitratsu peak stairs and ends his existence. Wait, oh my god, did Ritz just drop his gun? Yep. Someone just dropped their gun at the very end of the round trying to be cheeky. And I think it's a tactical pause coming in from Dead Dream. For those of you joining us right now in chat, this is the ESL Masters League. And we will be casting a game every day until it ends on ESL India Premiership, the YouTube channel, every night at 8. So do join us. But yep, Team D2D, very strong CT side, was showing so much promise early on in their T side setups as well, but somewhere they're just losing the plot. This tactical timeout might be exactly the catalyst that Hellranger needs to inject some inspiration into his team. He needs to give the pep talk of his life. He needs to give one of those sports movie pep talks, or better still, the Independence Day pep talk, the movie, not the national holiday. Yeah, where the President of the United States of America comes out and says, "We will not go down without a fight. We will not go quietly into the night." Something like that. Yeah, I know I'm being cheesy as all hell, but what to do? It's a timeout. I need to have something to talk about, and that's the first thing that popped up into my mind. Yeah, forced by yet again. I mean, why not, right? So they're choosing to buy down to 2K. They're going to have max loss bonus in the next round. So that's 3,400 in the bank for them if they lose this round. If they do manage to get the bomb down, that's an extra $800. That's assuming they lose the round. There's nothing that suggests that they might just pick this up. But given the way Monster has been holding down this A bomb site and Manan the B bomb site, without any head armor or any weaponry or utility for that matter, it's going to look extremely unlikely. And PokerF buying down to 1450, 34. Yeah, he'll be able to buy up next round, no problem. One of these players needs to keep their money above. Like, one of these players needs to go hard eco, so they might be able to drop the op for Antidote or Shabby, both of whom have looked, like Antidote especially, he's looked the most dangerous player on the server so far. He's just been hitting some nasty shots until now. Unfortunately, still don't know what the plan is going forward. Hellranger is, according to me, one of the best IGLs in the country as of now, but so yeah, so far so good. Team Wolf experience, all that experience under their belt, managing to pull off what looked to be an extremely unlikely comeback. They're well on the way. Might just go to overtime. Who knows? This is Counter-Strike. It isn't over till the scoreboard reads 16 for, well, one team. Let's take a look at the money on the CTs. Finally, the timeout does get called out. The money on the CTs looking good. They'll be able to buy into the next round even if they lose this, but that will be the last buy that they'll be able to afford. Primarily because of that little mess up with, I think it was Manan or Ritz who dropped. No, it was not Ritz. I think it was Manan or Amitrat. No, not Amitrat. Yeah, it was Manan who dropped the rifle the very last, the dying seconds of the round. A pretty late buy coming in from Kappa and Hellranger. I don't know what they were waiting for, but yeah. Ritz with his big green gun, holding patiently by mid. And this time something different. Amitratsu getting boosted up onto the boxes at B short. This might catch D2D off guard, but this is an eco round from coming out from them. 3 smokes, 3 Molotovs, 2 flashbangs. That is all they have to work with. They've shown us that they can pull stuff. They can pull miracles out of boxes. With just utility. By that I mean they can just at least get the bomb down this round. That would be huge going into the next round. They will be on max loss bonus, so yeah, they will be able to buy up, but it doesn't look like they'll have the ops or all the nades that they'd want. Amitratsu peeking over that smoke, trying to get a hint of a T to peek at. Shabby in the meantime gets the kill on a Monster, but does get immediately traded out by Ritz. And it's just all falling apart right now. But the bomb, as I said, did go down. And Hellranger, the final member of Team D2D to succumb to his injuries inflicted by Ritz. CZ. Another very clean anti-eco coming out from Team Wolf, managing to keep 4 players alive. Oh, some team damage coming out. Some fun, some cheeky banter, as they say. And yeah, because the bomb went down, the op on Antidote comes out immediately. He's not going to wait. It's his go-to weapon of choice. And double op on T-side Mirage? Are you... Okay, this is new. Well, Shabby does have the spawn for an A-ramp aggressive peek. Will Ritz also risk the peek is the question. And yeah, it's going to be an op-off. Oh, just missing it. And there we go. First pick going Shabby's way. This is a huge advantage for them. Please don't mess this up. Dare to dream. Man advantage. Take your time. Get the picks. Oh, look at that aggression coming off from Manan. But that pop flash perfectly timed. But Hellranger unable to land his shot. And immediately that man advantage getting neutralized. Back down to a 4v4. But this is the CT side. Even if it's a 4v4, there's a slight advantage to the terrorists because it spreads the CT defense a bit too thin. And the T's could just decide to bunch up and aggress together. So a slight advantage still going to the T's, but hell, you should have gotten that kill. That was a very, very poor whiff from you. But anyway, what's done is done. It can't be helped. Ritz, in the meantime, just checking his corners, making sure, oh, look at that. Kappa getting the kill onto Manan. That B's bomb site quite open. That Molotov going to delay things. Amitarasu trying to reposition himself by Van. The bomb is also over by the B bomb site. This is good. Man advantage back with the T's. Bomb is falling back. There's 30 seconds left on the clock. Wherever they want to go, they need to go right now. And it looks like it is finally going to be a B hit. Amitarasu completely blinded. Spraying down, gets one, almost gets a land on the kill on the Pokeref as well. But Pokeref left internally bleeding there on 33 points of health, but it's down to a 3v2. And the rotation still not in yet from Dynamite. Ritz getting Molotoved off and Antidote holding the angle. Oh, Ritz gonna go bombing out on the A bomb site, leaving it down to a 1v3. The uphill battle just might end in a terrible avalanche in a couple of seconds. Bomb does go down, 1v3. Dynamite desperately trying to isolate those 1v1s, peeking angle by angle. Oh! Gets the pre-fire on the Poker, gets the headshot as well, down to a 1v2. This is doable. Shabby Antidote is very low. It's getting spammed through the through benches, but there we go. The man who did so well this round, almost a 30 bomb, 30 kills, 29 kills for Antidote. By far the most valuable player. And D2D, Dare to Dream clinch the map 16-13. Team Wolf with a valiant comeback, but unfortunately they fall just short of the mark in the dying moments of the game. Manan and Monster just were rocks on their respective bomb sites. But that's all from me. This is Fet, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the ESL India Premiership from that last round, that last game. And trust me, we thought here that it was going to get extended into overtime, but very, very well done. Very well done. Dare to Dream, you took home the game. You took home the glory. 16-13, the final score line is what it was reading at the end. Team Wolf, hard luck, boys, but I hope better luck next time. Well, ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome. And also, we have to give our goodbyes now because this is the final game which we are going to stream for the day 2 of the ESL India Premiership 2017, brought to you by Omen by HP, HyperX, Zowie by BenQ, and organized by Nodwin Gaming. Now we're going to come back again tomorrow for the day 3 of the best teams, and the best games going to be streamed from 6:30 for your benefit, for your entertainment. If you're a gamer, don't forget to tune in on our ESL India Facebook page and the YouTube gaming channel of ESL India, where we're going to be streaming all the 3 games, Clash Royale, Dota 2, and Counter-Strike Global Offensive in the succession I told you just about now. So till the next time we catch you guys tomorrow, cheers, have a good evening.